Easy Ultra. Sister Becca.
Because Jesus himself says God.
Yes, Queen Jay.
Because Jesus is God, he will give you everything
Belly vision
from God. Because Jesus,
say hello to the people.
you have no life.
Hello to the people.
So big up to Empress Becca, white girl, but she's an
Humanity
Israelite.
Who's that?
needs
Empress Becca, she's an Israelite, but she's white.
this
It doesn't matter.
needs Jesus.
Like, you got to understand something,
I
yeah?
want to tell you something.
Being an Israelite, it's not about your skin colour.
Cup of pop big up.
What?
Big in
I
the-
told you before, innit? It's not about your skin colour.
Today,
It's about your
we
forefathers,
hear
right?
about
So the
climate
Israelites are
change.
scattered in the four corners of the world.
Listen,
So you have Israelites that look like us, Israelites that look
but
white,
Jesus
so-called
causes
white,
the
Israelites that look
signs
so-called
of
Chinese,
the end times.
Asian,
So guys, big
whatsoever.
up.
Yeah?
Don't
So
deceive.
big up to all the Israelites.
What you are
you know?
seeing,
And the
But
Greek.
don't let anyone tell you
but
that you have to be
Jesus
black to be an
prophesied
Israelite.
that these things
You know? Because
will
that's not what
happen.
we're saying.
Big up
And
the white
so,
people.
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
No, he doesn't want to big up the white people. Man like H.
Of the history of the nation of Israel. That was the Passover. That's what this special.
As soon as I told him my life,
What's up, bro? You right?
hold on. Let me get Sarah set.
History of the nation of
You right,
Israel.
yeah?
Even today,
North London, bro. I was gonna say where we're from.
For what? What's the message?
Yeah, just want to say hello to everyone. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope 2020 is a blessed year for everyone that's watching. You know, we're gonna have some lively debates today. I've actually come to address COE about allegations about the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, about what James said last week, and we'll go through that. But also to defend Adnan as well on a separate issue. So we'll go and see our friend Raj. I condemn what's happened about Raj's mum and bringing his family into it. Whoever's doing that, you don't need to stop. Don't bring families into it, you know what I mean? If you got an issue with Raj, deal with it intellectually, you know what I mean? But I don't think it's fair what they've been doing to Adnan as well. So I've come for that with respect.
very many centuries later, what basis?
Oh. Here comes Mohammed Hijab. Sorry, Governor.
Sat in.
No, I don't. I base it on beer as well.
I understand. Well, look, here's the thing. Here's my advice to you.
Yeah.
Give me all the advice you want. Can I give you a bit?
You can give anything. Yeah.
So here's what I want to say to you. You've come to the park and you're chanting Tommy Robinson. Obviously,
No, but obviously, I didn't see you.
But a lot of people chant a lot of different stuff around here. No one picks up on that though, do
I
they?
understand. But what I'm
You're
saying,
saying I come to the bar. I'm here every week. I don't see you.
yeah, I don't come every single week. But yeah, what I was going to say, you've come today and you're chanting. What I was going to say to you is,
Trying anything. He's fucking massive.
Wait, say this all.
It goes down though. It goes down. Believe me, it goes down.
Yeah, you can see it on his knees.
we all go down. We're no one here is a bit. So what I was going to say to you is,
Don't look so big on camera.
I'll be honest with you, it's a bit of a demeaning thing to do.
Enlighten me. Enlighten me.
That's it, bro. I'm telling you.
Ali, what's happened there?
He was interested in Islam and he just accepted Islam.
Thank you for that,
Look, listen. Here, but I need to give you some advice.
Ali just got a shahada, everyone.
Yeah.
Right, Tim.
You need to now give your allegiance to me as Ali Dawa. I'm joking. From here, your journey starts. Yeah? We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to purify intention. Yeah? But what you need to understand is that from here, this is when it's going to be strong. Allah says in the Quran, don't say that.
Oh. Look who it is.
That's what you're going to do. Who's the dirty not take
When he's
protect
supposed to be the fitter.
He's a not dirty not
He's
take
supposed to be
protect
the racist, Nazi, you know, one in, one out, terrorist, you know.
And what nobody realised, what nobody realised is what you
Hitler would have picked me, no? Okay,
but nobody knows you've got the conversation going. If nothing else, you've got the conversation going and running and bringing it to.
TNT is Greek. Simple question, mate. Adolf Hitler looks at me. Do you think he would have said, "Yeah, you're one of me, Nazi"? Yes or no? No. There you go. Got it. Got that. Do you have a ciggy, mate? I think I'm desperate for it. Do you have a cigarette? I can't roll though.
What?
Confession to the. I really can't.
Do you know,
My mate's always.
Do you know in May? At the end
Your
of
hat,
May,
mate. Your hat is not that. It's worse.
do you know in the end of May they're getting rid of rolling tobacco? The end of May they're getting rid of rolling tobacco because the EU is telling us we've got to get rid of rolling tobacco because it's too cheap.
You have to come together, you have to do something, or it's going to get worse. You're the people. Only you can do something. You can't depend on your government anymore. They're not even the government. They're all part of the New World Order. That's what they are. They're all puppets. Okay? Jesus is the way.
Interesting speech.
Yeah, very much.
Well,
Well,
live now. Hello then.
hello, you're right.
Bottle's gone.
Well, it's like I'm coming down after the high now.
Is he a Nazi or what?
Obviously. Or is it a Channel 4 comedy, as I keep
Suit.
saying?
Look at the suit.
Do you know you missed it? Got you really going on there. Whether what you're saying right or wrong, you certainly got conversation up and going and running.
True.
Whether, I mean, the first thing he said to me the first time I met him outside the
Roger, I'm not
Lord
too sure on
Taverners.
this. He'll be back.
I have been invited.
Zadman, Steve.
I don't know if
Oh,
Yo, Grick.
say hello to the light.
Just stop smoking.
Mr. K.
That's all I know. I don't know.
We don't have absolute freedom. There's no absolute freedom in any part of the world. That's just a play. Now, in this country, man is allowed to walk topless. Women not allowed. Women not allowed. There's no freedom for her. In this country, a woman allowed. Yeah, Google it. No.
Builder, they were.
No, I have never built a woman allowed this law in this country. The British law, women.
Boy said it, Jules.
Moment of the origin.
What flags you got? Is that it?
Roll ups. Hello, Kane.
Are you good?
No.
Good.
I am not.
You see, there's not much going on today, Mark. Is there Mr. B? I can't see.
Let's look.
Let's see. He's talking about
Do you know him? Do you know him? Come on, please. No Greeks allowed here. It's a Greek free zone. Just kidding.
He said one time in one of his interviews, Tommy Robinson, he said,
Are you a Tommy fan? Yeah, I know he's.
that they're like aliens.
That's what the discussion's about.
And he said about a British black person that he should go back to his country, even though he was black. And British black.
And where was that said?
That was said on his social media, which I've got as proof. You can go to my Instagram.
Show me.
I think the president was a fake.
Can you get it? Can you get
Go
it?
to your podium.
Now, that kind of language for me, being an African myself, yeah, I'm an Arab African, but do you get me? Forget about Islam for now. There's a bigger cultural problem. For me, the guy's... Sorry, Islamic boy. When he was in his car, he made a video talking about London. Yeah.
Come on, Black Van, man. Big up the Greek every time. Love, blessings. The love, blessings and everything to all.
Has it changed? No.
Love, blessings to all. Big up the Greek.
White. It's not equivalent. Now you have black British people. Now you have Arab British people.
Right.
Do you get me?
On that note, I'll stop you, right? I'll stop you. If you look around you today, what would you say the population of this park is right now, today?
This park?
No, forget colour.
It's a mix. What? No, what are you talking about?
Forget colour.
Religion.
Religion.
I said there's a lot of Muslims here.
Right. In a percentage, what would you say?
The thing is, this
No,
area,
hang on, no.
I don't know.
I'm asking you a
60%.
question.
60.
No, I would say you're being modest there.
Maybe 70. I don't know.
I would say you're being even more modest.
What do you think, bro? You're
I
here
would
all the
say
time.
95%
No, man.
Islamic.
No. There's not Christians here, bro.
Yes.
No.
And the statistics are done
No,
through
no,
the
no,
committee every week.
No, I don't know.
90.
About that.
Say 90.
No, I don't think 90. But bro, let me tell you something. London's
I'm
a
not-
cosmopolitan area, man.
But no, I don't see.
Since when is
So what?
who
Who cares though?
Go on.
Since when is number of people in Speaker's Corner defining the population?
No, but let me, what it comes down to is ladies, right, would like to come to this corner every week and have their say.
And
yes?
they've never been
But they
prevented,
feel
though.
intimidated, right? I'll
Why
tell you
though?
why. I'll tell you why. Because a lot of people from Islamic cultures, oppress the women.
Oh, come on.
No, it's. Hang on.
Fine.
Look
We
in
have a
the
lot of
park.
people from.
Which lady
from
told you that when they come here they
I
get
see it every week. Right, we've got one Jewish lady, the last lady standing in the park.
What's your name?
She tell you that she get
Rebecca,
oppressed?
listen, do you know how many women get beaten up by their husbands? You know Stella? You know what Stella's known for?
Yes.
What's he known for? Wife beating drink. Why? Because when they're teenagers,
One person.
One
Ali,
person.
One person.
the
Jordan,
drink
you
Stella
hooligan,
is known
shut
for
it.
wife beaters. You know
Who's
why?
that guy from Britain?
Because you know why? Because when their team loses in a football match, they go home and beat their wives. Am I lying? Am I lying?
Would
Stella.
they say
Stella.
that?
Stereotype
What? Crazy.
How dare you?
Oh
No, we can talk about that. We can talk about
I've
that.
got Stella here.
Okay, look,
I haven't
let's
got no
say-
wife to
Madam,
beat.
madam, can you stop touching me?
I wouldn't hit a woman of
Okay, can
a
I say
woman that
something?
hit me
Look,
all
argument's
day.
sake.
I
Let's say
take it, go
can I
sleep
say
in the
something?
car.
Argument's sake, in the Quran it tells us.
Ali, you're making a fool,
Can I-
mate.
can I-
Not saying the
can I-
Quran,
can I
that
say
man
something?
can beat the wife.
Madam, can I speak? Let's suppose.
But I look
let's
around the
suppose-
park today.
Let's suppose. Can I speak?
Let Ali finish
Let's
it.
suppose, argument's sake, Islam tells us to beat our wives. What's your excuse? No, let's suppose argument's sake. In the Quran, it tells us it doesn't. We can beat our wives. You don't believe in the Quran. No, I'm not saying you.
No,
but generally,
I've read the Quran. I've
those-
smoked the Quran.
Okay, what I'm saying is the following. We have an excuse. Apparently we can beat our wives. Then why is the vast majority of a lot of women get beaten up by their husbands because their football team loses?
Well, I don't agree.
What's your
I've never been
excuse?
to a football match in my life,
And the
and
men
I've never raised my
can be
hand to a
taken
woman.
to court
Simple.
Yeah, but
and fined
You're
for
missing
he's
that.
got a point here.
You're
Look,
missing the point.
Can I tell you what he says? He's making a point.
Sharia
But
court,
what's your name?
it's allowed
There's no
for
Sharia-
men to beat their
No,
divorce. Yes, it is. Sharia law allows men to
But
beat
before
divorce.
he's
Of
making.
course it does.
I want to ask a question.
Come on.
Can I ask a
If a
question?
man was to beat his wife,
Hello.
take it to
He's made a point. Yeah, he said that. He said, just deal with his point. Because you're conflating sociological and religious discourse. Let me tell you why. He's saying that, let's go with the sake of argument that Quran says that. Yeah, he's saying, let's go with that. He's saying that, look, first of all, what evidence do you have that Muslim men are more prone to doing that than non-Muslim men? Number two is, how can you explain the fact that you have a domestic violence issue in non-Muslim communities?
Every 90
So why,
seconds
so
a
why
woman
is
gets beat.
yeah, every night. So why is it specified to the Muslim community then? If it's an issue with human beings, right?
So I'm asking a question. Every 90 seconds
got nothing to
a
do with
woman,
Sharia.
a
Because
woman
it's
gets
a non-Muslim, isn't it?
in this country every 90 seconds a woman gets beat by her husband or a boyfriend. I'm seeing arguments saying we Muslims, our book tells us to do it. What's your excuse? Why are you beating your wife?
Listen, I've never been.
Ali,
Right,
It makes a good point there, doesn't
Ali,
it?
I've already said that, right?
not you. I'm saying.
I've never been to a football match, right? I don't have a wife to beat you. I drink.
Oh, so if you did, you would.
No, I
I'm
wouldn't. I wouldn't raise a hand to a woman.
Okay.
But when
But Tommy Robinson did. He was caught by an undercover officer and
I
he beat
don't
the officer.
believe that. Where'd you read
Oh,
that? In the News of the
no. I've got a good one. 1 second.
Oh, unbelievable.
1 second. 1 second. Can I have this thing? Just give me 30 seconds.
Why did you bring Tommy into
I'm going to
it?
give you 3 instances.
Yeah.
Avi Yemeni caught throwing a chopping board to his wife's head. Chopping board. Number 2,
Oh, no.
Paul Golding was locking up Jada. You know Jada?
Oh, locking.
What was Jada saying? Jada was saying, listen. Jada was saying, listen.
Independent. Say no more.
Hijab.
You probably paid 10p for that.
Jada was telling me, shake my hand. I did not want to touch her. Guess what? Paul Golding was touching her, beating her up in the wrong way, touching her in the wrong way,
I don't believe
locking her up. It was a documentary.
MMA fighter as well.
Yes. Imagine a woman. And
Oh my God.
Pepper, big up.
Jada was
Jordan,
telling us
you
the
fool.
wife beaters. And Tommy Robinson got caught being assaulting his wife and undercover officer.
It's rubbish. It's rubbish.
They all got convicted.
What?
Paul Golding got convicted.
Did
Tom
Tommy
Robinson-
get convicted?
Yes,
No.
Tommy, yes, it's in his record.
For what?
For assaulting his wife.
Show me.
Yes, no problem. Yes, we've got it. We've got it.
Wait a minute, man. Come on, now you got to be fair, right?
I'm going to be fair.
Do you condemn that? Do you condemn Paul Golding, Tommy Robinson, Avi Yemeni?
I like Evie.
You like someone that throws chopping board at his wife's head?
I don't believe that.
Okay, watch this.
I don't believe
Avi?
that. I like Evie. He
Yeah,
stood up to you.
You're not going to like him now.
He stood up to
Look,
you.
look.
think he
It's
stood that.
the top thing. Avi Yemeni wife. Avi Yemeni spokesman for Tommy Robinson convicted for assaulting his
Show me,
ex-wife.
brighten it. I'm a bit blind in my
Look.
twilight years.
Okay.
He wants to see
Okay.
all these things
She
back.
described
No,
being.
it's not that. I'll look it up
This
later.
is Avi Yemeni's wife. She described being terrorized and feeling like. Sorry, it's like she described being terrorized and feeling like just a vessel for his hatred.
None of the British papers.
A Jewish man.
You're so big, it's unbelievable. If you come round a little bit.
He's a giant. He's a giant.
I can't.
Look.
I've been seeing it for a long time.
Look. Avi Yemeni. Also
I'm
known
trying to
as
go around the
social media
left,
and
round the
social
right of
activist,
him.
was convicted and fined at Morabin Magistrates Court. He was also convicted on the charge of using carriage services, sending electronic
Do you know what I
communication
could put that down to?
harass his wife.
If it is
Yeah,
true,
let's
which
see.
I did doubt it, it's probably post-traumatic distress.
She got money
Dealing
to
with
spare.
you lot.
Post-traumatic distress.
It could be.
If I beat my wife and I said post-traumatic,
Hang on.
Come on, bro.
The man has been on the front line, haven't he? He's a little warrior.
so that gives him a right to beat his wife.
No, I'm not saying that.
People make
I'm
mistakes.
saying
Let the
if
guys
it
go.
happened, and I doubt it happened, if, there must be a reason
He got
behind
done
it.
in Australia.
No, I don't believe
Can I ask you a question? Be honest. If you heard Ali Dawa
Have
punches
you
his
ever
wife
been
in the
of it?
face, would you say, come on, Ali, maybe he's
How many
he was
wives?
traumatized at the
Hang
was
on.
victim and get
Ali
beat.
Dawa. Which wife are we talking about? You got 7.
Let's suppose I have 4.
No, it's more 3 concubines.
How many wives you got now?
Let's suppose.
No, while we're on this
Let's
subject,
suppose.
how many wives have you
Let's
got now?
Right.
Come on, Ali. With your eye sky material.
let's
You've got
do-
eyeliner. He's got eyeliner
Let's
on,
do-
by the way.
It's irrelevant.
You don't wear eyeliner, do you? Do you wear eyeliner? Do you wear eyeliner?
He don't wear eyeliner.
No, he's got eyeliner on.
No, it looks like that. It looks
Oh,
like
come on,
that.
you
It's
said-
sunnah anyway, no problem. I do it before I come to the park. He's asking do you look, let's suppose if you heard that I hit my wife, would you give me good excuses or would you go for me?
No, I would ask if it's true or not true.
Okay, and if you find that it's true, would you say post-traumatic disorder? Or any
I
excuse?
wouldn't.
What
I
would you
don't
say?
believe what I read in the newspapers.
Okay, if you hear about Ali
you
Dawa-
believe what you see in the newspapers. You
Okay.
believe.
Well,
I
Paul
believe
Golding,
only if I
though.
see it with my
Paul
own eyes.
Golding, he got charged by looking up Jada in not
Why are you
allowed.
bringing Paul Golding into this?
Because they are the ones who are telling us we hit our wives and they're the ones that are beating their girlfriends up.
But I didn't bring up Paul Golding. You did.
No, but she said that we beat our wives up apparently. And I'm saying Paul Golding, Avi Yemeni.
No, what I'm saying is. What I'm saying is, right? Can I ask you a question? A serious question, right? You know, in Saudi Arabia, yeah. Why do Islamic women walk around in a black attire as opposed to white? Being with the sun, yeah. If the sun draws to the black, yeah. And you remember when we was kids with the magnet? You know, the cloth and the magnet. It attracts the sun a lot quicker. Wouldn't it be more beneficial to put the women in the? Is there a reason for that?
It's just what we wear, isn't it?
No, but do you not think
If
Saudi
you've got a
Arabia's very
problem-
hot. No, I just thought of it. Like, when I see the ladies around the park today, right? The husband in front, the 6 wives behind, you know.
It's only 4 allowed.
Well, no,
Governor. Right, let's move on.
That's what I'm saying.
Suleiman. Say hello to the live bro.
Hello everyone, good afternoon.
Where
Assalamu
have you been?
alaikum to the Muslims.
Where have you been?
I've been off, innit? I don't come every Sunday because I got a life, innit? So, I hope you all have a good evening and yeah, tune into the live stream. Take care.
It's the British like dramatic.
Hey Mohammed, that's not nice.
Yes. Speaks. Speaks to everyone. Come on. Greetings, everyone. What, Stormzy, of course.
And that's why there's no describe it, and hey, it's not described well enough. Let's talk about Stormzy.
Anytime.
So you'd be like, you'd support Zachariah. No, he's not. I don't think he is. I think he's.
Bugs, I see you, my brother. Emmanuel and Raj, you're on a live.
Who's more funny, me or Manuel? We'll just do both.
Emmanuel, don't get shy.
Do you know what? Yeah, a lot of people say I should do stand-up comedian. Be a stand-up
What's the
comedian.
joke?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's there? Bob's been arrested.
Who's Bob?
Bob. People know the in joke.
Allegations.
Knock, knock. Bob. Ask Mad Dunya. Ask Sheikh One. Ask all of those degenerates on the chat who ISIS Bob is, who is now being captured by the FBI.
Is that confirmed?
Oh, yeah, it's confirmed, yeah.
It's 100%.
100%. Huh?
100% confirmed.
What are your views on Emmanuel going crazy online?
What did he do?
How's he going crazy alive?
What did he do?
Oh,
Wait,
Big views.
what?
really? Well, I don't know. He's a local boy, so I can't say.
What? Going mad online? I don't go mad online. I only went mad once, and that was when Finest Wine said something about my daughter.
Finest one. Lovely girl, right?
Oh no! we have to like plead the fifth. I don't want any trouble, man. I don't need that kind of heat, man.
Well, I know she was threatening Jupiter the other day. It's like, what's your postcode? What's your address? It's like, are you serious? You're a parent.
All I say is go to the kitchen and wash the dishes. That's as much as I say.
I was like,
I don't need a visit from
after that.
individuals.
You know what? After that whole thing, yeah, I felt so dumb. I felt so dumb because I'm thinking all the hard work that I do, I'm just gonna throw that away over some stupid little girl saying like, talking about my daughter. It's like, no, lie that, man. That's why, like, if I do go on that, I don't respond to.
Well, let me give you some advice, Emmanuel.
I don't respond because
let me give you some advice.
They're gonna see me on the Apollo one day. They'll be
Let
like,
me give you
pissed
some
about
advice. When it cut, I've got 4 sisters. It took me until 23 years old to realize one thing: do not argue with women, because whatever you do, you're gonna be the bad guy. You don't shout at them, you look like a pussy. You do shout at them, you're a pussy. Yeah. Either way, so the best thing is to say, go back to the kitchen and wash the dishes and leg it. That's it.
Because I ain't got no, I don't like that girl one bit, you know.
No, but you're gonna, whatever you do, even if you do is just shout the, you know, wash the dishes or iron the clothes and then leg it, and that's it. It actually makes them more angry. It's even better.
Hey, chaps.
Yeah, that's it, man. Oh, you live again now?
Here comes BBM.
Big up BBM.
Yes,
Hectic.
Raj.
I've got to go home in an hour. Got a lot of family stuff to do today. Family, Raj. Family, Raj.
Yes, Raj. One point I wanted to say, because I have really good speech as well. In the way that we say that we're British, we've got a British passport. Do you still put yourself? Because me personally, I don't put myself as close to the indigenous person that is actually born in this. I mean, not born in this country. That has Anglo-Saxon roots.
I am not ethnically British.
Yeah.
I'm not racially
Obviously, yeah.
English.
Yeah.
I am a Punjabi. My roots go back thousands of years to the Punjab.
Totally
What
agree.
I am though is a British citizen,
like myself,
who's Punjabi, and I'm Sikh.
Yes.
So
this is where people need to start understanding that you can be all three, but it doesn't mean that we're ethnically British. Obviously we're not. I can only trace my family here till the 60s.
Yeah. The only thing I wanted to do was clarify the difference, because when you said your speech, it sounded, someone could have took it and said, "Oh, look, Raj thinks he's English."
No.
The Anglo-Saxon English person.
I've always said, look, I'm happy to be Punjabi, man.
But
so
dual nationality.
So the thing is that
whatever.
people need to start understanding that you're a British citizen. That I'm a British citizen.
Yeah.
I'm not ethnically British, a citizen. I am Punjabi by ethnicity and race. And thirdly, my religion is Sikhism.
Yeah.
And all three of them, I don't think is an issue. And if someone's a British Pakistani Muslim, as long as they abide by certain kind of ideologies and ways of thinking, and that's fine as well.
Yeah, totally agree with you.
Don't worry, white people. I wasn't trying to, hijack your race. Calm down. Don't get triggered. I bet there was a lot of white people going, "Oh my God, that brown Indian! How dare he say that?" It's only Raupesh, yeah, the toilet seat on the far right.
Step back and say, which colours do you use in Algeria? Is it a safe country? Is it cold? Is it hot? You will not just know what, let me get there, I will come to know. No, you will study before. Likewise, one day we're going to live this life. For certainty, there's nothing guaranteed in this life except death. And we're going to die. So we have to ask ourselves.
I see people dying every day.
That's what I'm saying, you're a doctor. You should ask ourselves why we have to die. What will happen to us? So will Allah tell us to reflect?
Do you know what do I believe?
Prophet Muhammad ﷺ. Like we don't believe Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet, not because of that. Not because he said that.
I'm not saying anything about that.
We have a tangible proof from his prophecy, his miracles. The prophet and messenger that came before him, prophesizing about him, how prophets in the Quran, the teaching of the Quran, his legislation, all of that coming together give us certainty and knowledge that Muhammad must be the messenger of Allah. So, think about it deeply. Okay. We can exchange number.
Well, yeah, we can definitely.
No problem.
I think you're.
Thank you for giving me time to speak.
No, you're the only polite Muslim I've met. Seriously.
No, I don't believe that.
No, seriously. Because they start fighting.
Chocolate, please, Mohammed.
My question about
there's many Muslims out there. There's brothers there more like
if you think about it, Judaism and then Christianity and then Islam, they all came around 500 miles, 500 years radius.
Big up, brother.
So basically.
We stood up with a knife crouching and come on the one.
How you doing,
Here we go.
Yeah, what was I saying?
He celebrates Christmas.
Right,
He says happy Christmas every year. He says happy Christmas. I heard him.
Raj, what's your visa, Maudi?
He said
you celebrate Christmas.
He said happy Christmas to me.
I used to.
Last week he said happy Christmas.
Yeah.
Adam, go back there, man.
I want you to Google it before I come.
No,
I'm going to play.
I don't use
Yeah.
Google.
No,
I want you
no.
to come back and explain it.
No, I'm coming back here. I'm going to explain to you.
Go and pray.
I'm going to go. So everybody, that this
Brother,
treaty
don't keep
is a
opening your mouth.
fabrication.
You don't know Arabic. You don't know your Quran. You
Arabic.
don't know your hadiths. You don't know nothing about
I never
Islam.
said I know
And
anything
you're
about the
standing
Quran.
here heckling me. This man, at least he knows the Bible.
professional
At least he
heckler.
knows the Quran. You know nothing. And he's got the audacity
gonna
to
pray and come
stand
back
here
here.
and pretend he's a scholar.
No, I'm not
He
a scholar.
pretends he's a
I'm
scholar.
just I'm a
He
layman.
repeats
I never said
3
that.
Arabic words and he tells me that he's learning Arabic.
In the Ajuz.
Lamin, you heard him.
In the Ajuz.
Hey, you
What's that
see,
mean?
he
In the
quotes
Ajuz.
3 Arabic
In the
words
Ajuz.
and he pretends he's an Arab
That's the
speaker.
Majnun.
Brother,
Majnun.
don't keep opening your mouth. The more you open it, the more you...
I don't want to, my friend, I don't want to ridicule you.
No, I know you don't. You should respect
I'm going to
me.
record it. I'm coming back. We're going to have a debate now. No, last time we had a debate, and then I've got everything here. And then he said Jesus had 2 natures. But I saw Cain trying to rile Samson, and I ran after him. So we're going to come back. Good debate today with this man here.
All right, Adam, let's go and see what he's doing.
To people.
Joe Baz, not for too long, man.
Because one day our life will be
So,
Okay? Now watch this. Now the question asks why you believe Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet. That's the question. Because if I establish Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet with a logical argument, with a tangible proofs, logic dictates, we should believe what he came with.
Shams, brother.
Shamsi. Yeah.
Shamsi, you've convoluted my question. My question is, in 500 years, 500
Yeah, I'm coming.
Why
I'm coming
does God
to
had to
I'm
send
coming to
three
No. Allah answered this in the Quran. Allah said, وَلَقَدْ بَعَثْنَا فِي كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ رَسُولًا أَنِ اعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَاجْتَنِبُوا الطَّاغُوتَ. We have sent a messenger to every nation. No, not to the Jews, no, to every nation, proclaiming, worship Allah and stay away from the false gods. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned another verse, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا مِن رَسُولٍ مِّن قَبْلِكَ إِلَّا وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَا مِن قَبْلِكَ مِن رَسُولٍ إِلَّا نُوحِي إِلَيْهِ أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا أَنَا فَاعْبُدُونِ. We have not sent a messenger before you, O Muhammad, except to reveal to him there is no one worthy of worship except Allah. So worship Allah. So Allah mentioned clearly, Allah sent prophets and messengers to every nation. However, some of the prophets and messengers, their teachings was not preserved, and they never had many followers. Those who had many followers, the Moses and Jesus and Prophet Muhammad, who is the last prophet. You see? So now,
do you know about Ahmadi Muslims?
Ahmadi, they're not Muslims.
Well, they call themselves Muslims.
Yeah, but let's analyze that. Yeah, if in the Quran Allah said there, وَمَا مُحَمَّدٌ وَمَا محمد لا where's the verse? ما كان محمد أبا أحد من رجالكم ولكن رسول الله وخاتم النبيين. قراءة أخرى وخاتم النبيين. Okay. Now, if the Quran clearly says Allah, the Prophet Muhammad is the last prophet, and he's the beauty of the prophets and messengers. Yes, both qira'at recitation. Yeah. Now, if we believe Prophet Muhammad is the last prophet, how can someone who believes in the Quran believe there is another prophet? That's contradiction.
Yeah, I know, but they don't call themselves prophet. They say it's Mahdi, actually.
No, they say prophet. First, he starts as what? As a reviver, Islam.
Yeah.
Then he claimed to be Mahdi.
Yeah.
Then he claimed to be Prophet Isa. You know, as I say in Arabic. بالعربي يقول لك الجنون فنون.
Yeah, he was.
Craziness is skills.
Yeah, he used to be a very big alim, you know.
No, he was a big shooter.
Yeah, yeah. No. I mean, he was a very good alim before he became like.
No, he was kadab. He was kadab. So now, when you were Muslims, yeah, if someone asked you why you believe Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet, how would you answer them?
I still don't know.
You see, because that's a problem, Ammar. You know why? Not just you. Because, you know, I've been giving da'wah. Many Muslims, our family and our parents, may Allah forgive them, Allah have mercy upon them. When they taught us about Islam, they never taught us the correct Islam in a way. Allah said, pray, proof of this and that. Islam is the truth because this logical argument, rational argument, with evidences. They say, pray. Why? Just pray, shut up. Okay? That's a wrong way of teaching. Of course, our families, our parents, due to the invasion of the West in our countries, and especially Algeria. In Algeria, the French, they abandoned my language. In Algeria, we're not allowed to speak Arabic or teach Arabic. That was in 1948. When the French were fighting against Hitler to have the Zionists. And they were in Algeria killing children and women. Look at the hypocrisy of the French, yeah?
No,
so my point here is, so my father,
that Libyan guy, Desert of Light? What was his name?
So, Amal Mukhtar. But what she said. So may Allah forgive our parents because they lived in a time when ignorance was forced upon them. But now we are able to learn and study. Rather, this social media is good for us to convey the true Islam with the proofs and evidences. You understand? Why Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet? Ask me that question.
I'll ask you when we're alone.
Well,
I'll
nice.
give you my number.
Inshallah. We'll ask exchange number, inshallah.
Private.
Yeah.
But you know, I'll pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bring you back to the truth. Inshallah.
And what if your prayer is not?
Debate's ended now. Louis, big up, brother.
I'm saying yes. I'm sure.
You say, what was that about with Raj? I see you BVM with the camera in front of his face.
BDM question in Islam.
What, questioning Raj about Islam?
We'll get the answer we want.
It's a bit weird, you know? It's like asking me about the Byzantines, isn't it?
No, I've been coming here for many years.
He's just here. Really sort of spin itself.
Arrest the officer! Arrest the officer! So you reported me to the police. Where are they?
Just don't wish it.
Where are they? You come over to me. He came over to me. You saw it on camera. You came over to me. Harassing me.
My thing, firstly, I condemn what's happened to Raj and what people are saying about Raj's mum and all of that.
I'm not getting into a conversation about this.
I know you don't.
He called for the day for Hunter the killer.
No.
So I'm bringing
Some of these people have no other life.
We will talk to you and discuss
Raj.
your accusation that Guru Tegh Bahadur was killing Muslims in North India.
But what you're doing is wrong. What you're doing wrong. No. Fine. If you've got an issue with him in terms of history,
that's not my issue with him. That's a minute part of it.
But what you're doing about Sheikh Faisal and trying to link him is wrong.
Well,
alright, let me just tell you my experience. I followed Adnan. I didn't like him, yeah, right? You know my methodology.
Who are you talking about?
Adnan Rashid, yeah, right? But I will tell you, since I've been to the park, on my son's life, I've seen Adnan take on extremists. On my son's life, I've seen it. Like, there was people trying to preach Khilafah, we're going to take over, Tawheed al-Hakamiyya, yeah? I've seen Adnan was the one that shut them down. If it weren't people like for Adnan, there'll be a lot more extremists in this world. If you go up north, I'm not from London anymore. You go up north, there wasn't people like Adnan, there'll be far more extremists. Yeah, Adnan is not the problem. I swear to God, Adnan is not the problem.
All right, so
fine, I agree.
Yeah, I can look. I think people are getting things conflated. They're thinking that I'm saying that Adnan Rashid is like akin to Anjem Choudhury. I'm not saying that. My argument is mainly, my main argument is this, that he has been accusing myself and Steve and others for as long as I've been here as being paid instigators, that we're paid by Tommy Robinson.
I disagree with him on
and
that.
he's been going over to the Christians saying that they are hate preachers. The first time I met him, do you know how I first met Adnan Rashid? Was Mansour coming over with 5 cameras when I was with Daniel, saying that Daniel was a hate preacher. And so I'm just turning the mirror on him. Because when we told him about the guy that's been filming him for 2 years, who is now in prison, Abu Qasim Muhammad Haddad, that he's actually a real life individual that's now in prison, they just fobbed us off and they would use the argument, oh, well, you're just a hate preacher, you work for Tommy Robinson. So I'm just trying to shine a light on these guys' hypocrisy, because we tried to tell them that this guy here is a dangerous individual that's coming to the park, and instead of heeding our advice, they just kept on deflecting. I mean, Shamsi and them lot, it took him 2 minutes, although I disagree with Shamsi and a lot of stuff, it took him 2 minutes to find out this guy is linked to Anjem Choudhury, is definitely somebody that is a full-on ISIS supporter, and for Adnan Rashid to...
Do you think Adnan knew that this extremist was good? I mean, I'll be honest with you, there's all sorts of personalities in the park, yeah? There's probably good, bad, there's people with issues here, like, you know that as well, right? That Abu Qasim or whatever his name is, dead quiet, just sits there, you hardly speaks here, from my experience here. I don't know who he was until you, and I think that was commendable what you did, by the way, yeah?
It wasn't me, it was Steve
But
first.
even Steve, yeah? And I don't agree with just calling you a Islamophobe.
Maybe answer to that question, and I can look into that, and I'll come back to you.
I don't think that. No, I'm saying there's many possibilities. Okay, can I ask you one question? Okay. Who's speaking now?
Joe Banks proper.
He wasn't running. He wasn't running.
Oh my God, what's wrong with you?
Says that if you go and fight in the cause of Allah and reach martyrdom, you will receive a reward in heaven. So clearly, we have to break down this Islamic script, which is full of hypocritical attacks on the Bible. How can he read passages from the Bible which says God doesn't love, but then when we're asking the same question about Allah's love, he said he doesn't know. He said he doesn't study the Quran. But then you're studying the Bible, but you don't know your own religion. You've memorized the Quran in Arabic and you didn't know what one word said. Does that make logical sense to anyone? But this is why we have to have a criteria and break down the Islamic argument, because what they like to do, and this is what we see many of the dawah carriers in the park do, they go up to unlearned Christians, bring out these verses, but they're very hypocritical. Go on Soko. Even last week, I gave a video about Christianity, so that refutes him. It's a 10-minute video. If Jordan M wants to come and debate me, he can come and debate me.
Tell him he's a white hooligan.
I won't say he's a white hooligan, but he's just someone who doesn't know what he's talking about. So on that note, until next week. Calling him out. Come down to the park. That's it.
Right now.
And this is the thing I also want to say. The hypocrisy of people like Jordan M and the Islamic Dawah team. This is called Speaker's Corner. Anyone can come and speak about whatever they want to. We are not dhimmis where someone says, oh, do you know what? Talk about this. If I wanted to come and talk about beef burgers for the rest of my life, a vegan could not come and tell me to speak about something else. So what right does it give people like Jordan M to tell us to talk about Christianity? Why doesn't he go up to Hashim and tell him to talk about Islam? When have we ever heard Hashim talk about the Deen of Islam? He talks about the Trinity every week. When has he ever taught about the Prophet Muhammad, what his teachings were?
And now Jordan's apologising.
Well, he should apologise. Hypocrisy. We have to keep challenging these supremacist views. So on that note, peace out.
Do you believe Jordan M is a sellout?
Who's Jordan M?
The white convert that comes here. Tall one.
Why would he be a sellout?
I don't know, he keeps cussing me on
Okay,
we're going to pray.
What? He's cussing you? Why would he be cussing you?
Keep calling me a white hooligan.
I have to speak to him. Why is he?
Thank you, Ali. Thank you. Thank you. Jordan, you're going to get it.
It says knowledge for every country in the
I'm very pro.
Which is concerning. So if he's lying about this, what else is he lying about? Because he can barefaced lie on some of the most, let's just say, like things that even his own Muslim brothers confirm it's him in the video. And he still 2 weeks ago said it wasn't him. He also has said that.
And I like to say as well, that video, he said it wasn't him. Originally.
Wait, I'm not going to do an Arsene Wenger and say I didn't see it,
but let me
I
get
haven't
a point.
actually seen it.
Yeah, that video,
Do
he
you know what I
said
mean?
Wenger isn't. But that video is 10 years old. I've seen the original one, and it tells, YouTube tells you the upload date. So it's not doctored because it was uploaded with a lot of other seminars, and they're all 10 years old, which is 2000.
My question to you, I want you,
when they
as
were
a
uploaded.
Christian and as a Sikh, I want you to answer this. How much of this is personal vendetta, and how much of it is genuine concern? Be honest.
Me, I don't have a personal vendetta, but when I see hypocrisy in the park, because what he does, he spits out dangerous rhetoric against Christians and say, for example, not even that. The New Zealand killer. He said he was a Christian, and
read his manifesto. He doesn't call himself a Christian. So why are you, if you've read the manifesto and you know he's not a Christian, why are you telling people he's a Christian? You're either deceiving people or you're doing it with malice. This is why I approach him with the same standard. And the first time I approached him, I explained this to him. What I see you do, I'm coming with the same level of evidence and same standard to expose your hypocrisy. It's not about
as someone from the outside, yeah, you know, like, I have respect for you. I always have respect for the brother here. I always treat you with respect, yeah, and it's so touchy about it.
What else is going on over here then? Let's see what Emmanuel's talking about. Paul? Where's Paul?
When he says, and the Quran completely forgets about the one sign which the Jew would remember. Out of all 10.
Well, like what argument?
Arguing on behalf of those can't see him, Mr. Alia.
You see Star Wars yet? Killing everybody.
Look at it. Everyone's calling him a Nazi today.
Yesterday it was racism, Nazi, tomorrow we call him Muslim. You never know what they're going to call me, man.
You got a message to Jordan M?
Jordan M? They're transitioning, trans-Islamic? Trans-Islamic, Jordania of Hampshire, we miss you in the farm. Indeed. I love you. But I thought you meant some sexual thing you guys are into. No. Christ taught love.
Play the ball, not the man, Ralph.
Jordan, come down. All is forgiven. Come home.
Look at it. Look at that.
Jordan, all is forgiven. Do you agree? Jordan, all is forgiven. Come home. Yeah?
There you go.
We have a new outfit for you. It's not food desert gear. It's something more fitting for you. Right? Not food desert gear.
How long ago was that?
Yeah. So your question was the problem?
The philosophers themselves.
Yes,
Let me show you.
Of racist people.
There he is.
Are you?
Go on, tell him, son.
Are you? No, you're not racist people. Right, get lost. I'm waiting for the racist people.
Why?
Racist people. Oh, you're racist people.
I'm not racist.
No. You don't understand. Look, these Ku Klux Klan, and they're not racist people.
Yeah, they are.
They're racist.
Yeah.
I mean, all the, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'll tell you the truth. Listen, right? Hear us out. If we have about 1 million people, and I mean people, there are 1 million,
Yeah.
they will fight. Do you understand?
I've got you.
We will fight. Right? Not over colour, not over standard. We will fight because we're people. You understand? We know what the real problem is. We are people and you're not people. And we need a war. We need a war where we get about 1 million people fighting against non-people. We want 1 million people united together with tanks, air power. And we will obliterate non-people.
Jeez. You know, he wants war, this geezer.
We are the sons of God. We are the sons of angels. And we are the sons of the jinn.
Yeah. Not the devil.
Jeez.
The genie.
Million of them. Million.
Listen, I got.
Oh, that's it.
I got to leave this. No, he's freaking me out, man.
These people is different. That is
Because you recite that every day. You did practice.
Can you try and open that? Just turn it. It's like, done that. My hands are so cold.
Can you just take the picture of us?
Why?
Yeah. Other way. I'll see. Hang on, I need to start.
So why does the Quran? Why does the
Leave Jordan, man. Leave him. Jordan's a good brother, man.
Yeah.
Super. 3 months.
I'm talking, if you change it to this, I talk about the ethnic cleansing that took place, which was reported by foreign governments in doing this, and you're trying to
Maybe some of the brothers don't know, but you know. You know full well. Why are you breaking the law?
No, you're an idiot. Why would I shake your hand? No, don't touch me. You're an idiot.
Yes, that's right.
Are you missing a bit of limelight?
A man of faith. Right?
Oh, here we go. The Nazis siding with him.
Consistently, right? It's interesting, isn't it?
No, he is. He knows he's breaking the law.
That's what you call liberal tolerance.
He knows full well. Maybe they don't. Get off me, you twat.
Oh, I'm getting angry at you.
You want a bit of limelight, do you? You're missing a bit of limelight. You'll be chasing Tommy next, won't you? For a bit of limelight.
Triggered.
By people breaking the law. Idiots breaking the law. Why are you breaking the law?
You look triggered.
Why are you breaking the law? Can you answer a question?
You look triggered.
Why are you breaking the law?
provoked.
Why are you breaking the
provoked
law? Is that what your objective is?
Are you provoked?
Is that what you're aiming to do?
Are you provoked?
You can't answer a question.
Are
You're
you
such a
provoked?
clown.
Are you provoked?
No wonder you lost your job.
Yes.
Really, no wonder.
What job do you have?
Why do you wanna know?
Can't answer a
Why do
question,
you wanna
can
know?
you? Oh, what are your qualifications?
Why are you breaking the law?
What are your qualifications?
Why are you breaking?
Oh,
Probably
nice.
more than yours.
Go
Why
ahead,
are you
go ahead.
breaking the law?
What are yours? Go ahead.
Why are you breaking the law?
I want to know what your qualifications
Why are you
are.
breaking
What's
the law?
your
You
job?
can't answer a
What's
question.
your job?
Why are you?
What do
You're
you do for-
desperate to know, aren't you?
Yeah,
You're
look at you.
desperate to
Look how
know.
excited you are.
Why are you breaking the law?
Why look how
Why are you
excited you
breaking the
are? Why are you
law?
excited?
Why can't you answer a question?
Why are you excited? Because he believes in God.
You see the stupidity of
Why are you
that?
excited for?
No wonder he lost his job as teacher. Would you want him
At least-
teaching your children?
at least-
I wouldn't.
At least-
Because he breaks the law.
At least I was in that job in the first
He's a
place.
provocateur.
I was in that job in the
You're a
first place.
provocateur.
I got through.
You're a provocateur.
I got through.
But you got then kicked out.
Yeah, no problem. But I got
Why
there
was
in the
that?
first
Why
place.
was that?
What was your job?
Asking for fights in the street.
What was your
That's
job?
why you lost your
What's your
job.
job?
Asking for
What's
fights
your-
in the street.
what's your profession?
I'm a window cleaner.
Okay, thank you very much. So why are you talking to
And
me
if you
for?
believe that, you're more stupid than you look.
Oh, okay, window cleaner. What's wrong with window cleaners?
Someone's got to do it. I do it myself, don't you?
terrible. Yes.
You clean your windows yourself, even the low ones.
The low ones.
So why are you breaking the law? My understanding of
Go ahead.
Islam is that you respect the law
Yes,
where
yes,
you're
yes.
living.
So what are your
you're
window
choosing
cleaners?
to
What's your
break
job?
out of Islam.
Tell us more about yourself.
Are you choosing to break out of
Are you-
Islam?
are you,
Why are you choosing
window
to
cleaner,
break
you say,
the
yeah?
laws of Islam?
I know
Such
you're
an
provoked.
insincere laugh.
You're provoked.
Do you remember when you used to push people around?
No, I never touched anyone.
That's a lie. When you first arrived here, I remember
on,
you very
come on.
well.
Yes,
You've
yes.
grown up a little bit,
Yes.
but when you arrived here, you used your bolt to push people around. 'Cause that was the sad little
That's
twat
your
you
interpretation
were.
of my. I'm not here to defend myself.
So what are you do here to
So
provoke?
I'm a bad
You
man.
here to break the law?
Yeah, I'm a bad man.
Are you here to break
Yeah,
the law?
I'm a bad man.
Do you still offer MMA fights to
I'm a
people?
bad man.
Do you still offer fights
I'm a
to
bad
people?
man.
Is that your
I'm a
intellectual
bad
answer?
man. Now what next? Go on, tell me. I'm a bad man, so I want to know what you're going to say next. I'm a
What do you
bad
think?
man.
I'm going to offer you out on an MMA fight. Not my style.
No, you
sunshine.
couldn't-
Not my style.
What can you do?
See how the fascists now support you.
No, I wanna
Look
know-
how the fascists now
Fashion,
support
no,
you.
I'm saying the
Funny
same
that,
answer,
isn't it?
Mohammed.
Funny
He's
that.
funny
Funny
that,
that,
he
isn't
believes
it?
in
What's
God.
you?
White
what do you want?
supremacist fascists
white
are now on your
supremacist, what do
side.
you- what do you want?
And now on your
So
side.
what do you want?
How things change.
Why are you provoked by my
How things
presence?
change.
Why are you provoked
By
by
you're
me?
breaking the law.
You're provoked
By
by
you're
me,
breaking the
trust
law.
me.
No, you were breaking the law, as you know.
One advice.
Were you breaking the law?
Stop being
Were
jealous.
you breaking the
I know
law?
you're jealous.
Why would I be jealous of someone who lost their job and lost their
Why?
career?
Because
they offered out
jealous.
fights on the street. Why would I be jealous of that? Why would I be jealous of that? I didn't come to you.
I'm a bad man.
You came to
I'm a
me.
bad man.
You came to me, Sunshine. Looking for line. Ali, are you aware of what your brother's just done? Are you aware of what he just did? I think even you. Go on, have the balls, Ali. Have the backbone to say what he's just done is wrong.
How do you know? How do you know?
What he just did was wrong, wasn't it, Ali? Which is why you weren't with him. He led a prayer. He led a prayer of about 25 people.
Oh my God.
You didn't join it because you knew it was wrong, didn't you, Ali? Didn't you, Ali?
Oh, it's
Ali, you knew it was wrong, didn't
Jamie.
you? You did know it was wrong.
Put it over to Steve.
So take him away and explain the
Where's
rules.
the
to him.
liberal tolerance?
Take him away and explain the rules.
Where's the
to him.
liberal tolerance? Where's the liberal tolerance?
Listen to your leader. Listen to your leader.
Liberal tolerance.
I don't mind him being my leader.
Then listen to him and learn from him.
Yeah, I'm a bad man.
Learn from him. Learn from Ali Dawa.
I know you're
I never thought I'd say this.
I know you're triggered.
Learn from Ali Dawa.
Why not?
Because he's clearly more sensible than you. He's clearly wiser than you. No, we're talking about you, not me.
Fine, me as well.
He's clearly wiser than you.
He's not giving a very nice comment.
Go and sort him out, Ali. Take him away and sort him out. Educate him. Educate him. Well done, Ali.
And chasing Muslims around the park continues.
Chasing? I'm not chasing
people.
anyone.
But the people who don't believe in God. Like
I
this
stand
man,
against fascists.
chasing Muslims
I stand
is
against
like
fascists, whether they're white supremacist fascists like you or Muslim fascists. That's who I stand against. But it's bizarre, isn't it, that this fascist is now siding with the radical Muslim fascists. Who could have predicted that? Who could have predicted that?
Sunnis against Shia.
Jeez.
That like the whistle. That type of whistle.
Wait till I finish.
Guys, can we just have a quick word to praise? Obviously, they just spoke there in the back of the regulation. They didn't know the regulation. Yeah. Right. Good. Say a paper about the other people.
We asked you to play on the bridge.
As you can see, thank you very much. Thank you.
He just defined it, said, I want to play off.
ايه لو خدت شخص يتكلم على الجانب وهذا اللي انا عامله هنا في
Fun. Yeah. Scroll down there. Nice bed.
And keep paying the bills while soldiers keep dying.
We have the parliament.
I thought, no, you don't want to be though.
I've told him the reference.
The number, there's a number on it.
1183.
Reference 1183 in Bukhari.
What happens every time? You back out. You back out because you're ashamed and embarrassed. Let me show you about the marketplace.
No, Joe Baz, I'm alright, mate.
He's back again. He wants war.
It's not money. It's how much.
We don't want war.
It's how much money. It's how much. If you have 5 pence, it's not going to do anything.
Can you be? What else is going on? See the sign of the time that was in Israel.
The truth, we needed that result.
What is your belief?
And the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. There's a man sent from God.
Christian, you're Hindu, you're Muslim, yeah? Most people religious, they got full force. A lot of youngsters went in there. And the main guy in London especially was Sheikh Faisal. After that, it was Omar Bakr Mohammed. Everywhere you go, there would be like, you go to talks, that was the rhetoric. The kuffar, this was in the back of, you know, wars from what's happening in Afghanistan, then you had the Iraq war, stuff like that. That was the mentality. Then you had Abu Hamza. So if you want to be a bad boy, you want to be like the real jihadi kind, like, you know, like this kind of, you know, what was it? The roadman then was that kind of archetype where, you know, you defend your religion. That was your identity. It's us versus them. I fell into that as well. Like, you know what I mean? I fell into that.
I would like to follow.
Joe Baz, I'm not too sure. I haven't spoken to him.
To follow on from what BJ just said. Now, you mentioned.
Giselle, can I just finish my point? Just literally a minute. And what I'm saying in regards to that was so long ago, and then you say what you have to say. Right? That was so, he's changed so much. Adnan went on a show, BBC, you can maybe watch it, it's called Big Questions, and he said something like, you Jews, and everyone on the panel said, you Jews, you what, blah, 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 they all shut him down. But he's matured, he's become more of an academic.
But why does he deny? Why does he deny all that? I'm not asking you a question, mate. Did you ask me a question? You asked me a question as well.
I still disagree with loads of things. Adrian Aisha said so many other things. But he knows, like, in the sense that he's not an extremist. I know that I've seen him shut down extremists. So the thing is, sometimes, like, this is what I believe, God puts you in a certain situation where you learn the arguments of the extremists. I believe, like, it's a divine, so then you can refute them.
So what we're saying, then, he's evolved, he's a better person now, and you believe that he's a good human being. I listened to the tape the other week. Alright, go on.
Yeah, go This is like a video 6 years ago, isn't it? What is it guys being?
When Pharaoh had a time to build the tower, he can't be.
The truth, shall we tell him to unblock you?
The savior of the world.
Oh, James. Huh? How you doing, mate? Well, good.
Oh, paper boy! The Bible says always to meditate.
Hey! Did you see him or is it his voice? It's his voice. No,
Sounds like
right.
sounds like him to me.
Yeah. In other words, the Quran is completely nonsensical, is what he is saying. I need to.
That would be saying. Here, I asked you, who put it in the punishment?
Okay. It's the dice and they will never deal with them. Godwin is there, Kerry is there, Hartoon is there. They are a waste of time. You ask, but you said they scared. No, listen to me. You ask a lot of guys and they don't want to debate with them. Because all they do is just attack. Proper debate. So why you say they're scared? You're not listening to me. Why can't you debate with me then? I'm asking you a question first. You tell me first and I'll answer you. No, debate with me. Okay, you answer me then I debate you. See this Peter. If you answer me, I'm going to debate you. Peter is just, he's just scared. He's scared to debate. If you answer my question, I'm going to debate you. I've been here for 4 years. I debated a lot of people. If you answer my question, I'm going to debate you. Peter here. Look, it's honest. You want to debate me? Let's debate. Okay. Answer my question and I'll debate you. What? Answer the question. Okay. Why did you say they're scared? Let's debate. Answer the question. You are scared. I said you are scared now. No, you said everybody. You are scared. No. You didn't say me. Okay, let's debate. You said everybody's scared. Why? Let's debate. So they're scared. Let's debate. So they're scared. They're scared.
Okay,
because I expose them all the time.
So what about him? Does he scared?
No.
Is he scared?
Let me tell you
he
why.
doesn't
Let me
say
tell
it.
you why. I don't want to debate with you.
No, don't tell me why. Is he scared?
Okay, let's debate now.
No, is he scared? Is he scared? Tell me he's scared.
So you're scared?
Tell me he's scared.
What?
Why is he scared?
How do you debate with me?
Tell me if he's scared.
Why did you debate?
You see? When it comes to us, you said you are scared.
The only issue is that if there's a policy, we ought to try and do it as a group between us to make sure that policy is adhered to. All right? Does that understand the policy?
But I agree with you.
But Mohammed shouldn't have said to me, I want to pray, and that's
you
it.
can talk to him about that.
Right.
I'm talking to you. The rules are the rules, and we stick to the rules.
Which is right. But it's a rules.
Adnan.
But it's a rules.
Adnan, are you running away?
Adnan.
Have a conversation, Adnan.
Are you going to still call Soccer Fields a terrorist channel, Adnan? Or do you think you made a mistake?
Jordan. I'll let everyone leave off you. Now you're going to make me start again. All right, you'll see now.
Somehow the atmosphere changes when it gets
That's what I'm saying.
Have a look at this suit.
We might need that to put some civil status or something.
That's all you need to get held in London.
Here we go.
Hi.
What's this about then?
Just showing me his research into Aisha again. Like
No,
non-stop.
Can you please read this one?
Okay.
Can you read the Arabic too if you want? And then we go further.
Allah's supposed to marry her when she was 7 years old. This is Sahih Muslim, yeah?
Yes.
And she was taken to his house as a bride when she was 9, and her dolls were with her.
Okay.
And when he died, she was 18.
Okay, let's go for next one.
Suleiman,
Yeah.
everyone on the live wants to do that.
Why? No, it's only for exceptions.
Just do it, man.
Can you read the next one, please?
No.
I tried the truth.
Can you read the next one, please?
The Messenger of Allah married me when I was 6, and I consummated the marriage with me when I was 9, and I used to play with my dolls. Yeah, I don't dispute that.
Okay.
I don't dispute
Can you
that.
read this one too? Okay, there's more. Let's stop with the dolls.
I don't dispute the age and
Okay,
that.
okay. Let's dispute. Can you please read this one? Can you read this one, please? This one.
This was I used to play with my dolls in the presence of the Prophet. My girlfriends also used to play with me. When Allah's Messenger used to enter my dwelling place, they used to hide themselves. But the Prophet would call them to join and play with me.
And then the next one.
Playing with the dolls and similar images is forbidden. But it was
Man, you
allowed
went
for
back to the
Aisha
poo, man.
at the time as she was a little girl, not yet reached the age of puberty.
Aha! She didn't reach the age of puberty.
When she was what?
Let's go to further next one.
Wait, that's not hadith though. That's
No,
just an
that's a
explanation.
commentary. Ibn Hajar.
Ibn Hajar
Asqalani,
yeah,
he
yeah.
gave a commentary about this hadith.
About hadith about the
Fath al-Bari, page 143, volume 13.
Okay, but it doesn't mention the age.
What do you mean age?
It doesn't mention her age there.
Yo, it doesn't mean, but she playing with the doll still.
Yeah, it could
She playing with the doll.
It could have been when she was between 6 and 9. It could have been then, before he consummated marriage. It could have been.
Yeah, but look here, I show you. Can you please read this one? Yes, this one again.
Yeah, I've read that already. She was taken
And
when she was.
and her dolls were with her.
Okay, she had some dolls with her. Okay.
So where is it some dolls?
She has her
What is
dolls
some?
with her.
Yeah, but you say some. What is some? There's
some?
no some.
I did-
You said some dolls,
Okay.
but doesn't say some.
All right.
It
The
said
hadith
dolls.
says she had dolls with her. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go to first.
وقفنا شو son golos
Big up the Greek brother.
I mean, I was born a Muslim.
The point is, look, I'm going to be honest, because that's the only way, mate. Islam is a religion of deception. You play with words.
Did you mind not filming this conversation?
All right.
You mind? Sorry.
You're thinking of yeah. It was the orbit of Uranus that didn't compute with
Exactly.
Newton.
So when that information was input, then when they saw it, it matched with the other. But there was no observation, see. So you can
But
change.
then there was.
Right, you get the point. You can have a change in understanding without there being.
Jump.
You're hiding behind silence. Then answer the question then. What did the Prophet say? Is it okay? Or is this something that Umar done on his own? I'm giving you the tafsir of Surah 4. Is this something that Umar done on his own? I'm giving you the tafsir. Okay, so can you show me what the Prophet did? I don't know. You show me. No, because I'm giving you the tafsir of
Manuel? Yeah, I apologize to Finest White. I apologize to Finest White. I'm sorry. Good man. It takes a big man to do that. Well said.
Yeah.
Say it with sincerity.
I am saying it with sincerity.
Again.
I'm sorry, Finest White.
Good man.
Still live streaming. Are you live streaming? All right, big up, man.
But I don't know what for.
I just heckled Adnan Rashid, and he keeps calling the police on me. What a snitch! I love snitching, but Adnan Rashid has called the police on me 5 times today. Yeah, I know, but I don't like it whenever people do it on me. I like a one-way snitching stream, not the other way. So he's already going, Steve! You know, like I used to go, Steve! He's doing that over there. Let's do it again. Come with me.
Which one, Slim Shady?
I'm going to show you what Adnan Rashid will do when I start heckling him.
No, don't. Rod, no heckling. No, I'm not good with that.
No, they want it. The public want it. We want to see what Adnan Rashid starts crying and bitching.
We want to know why everyone says the Sikhs don't like you.
All right, so let me explain something. When it comes to Sikhs, when I'm out in public, when I'm out in public, I just get pure love. When I'm at the Gurdwara, I get pure love. When I'm at these things, I get pure love. Now the Sikhs don't like me. I've got no balls. They got no tatte. So they don't say nothing to me. What they do is when I walk past them, they put their head down like little cowards, like little pussies. So until they start confronting me, the so-called Sikhs that don't like me, rather than typing, like Mr. Singh, who supports Adnan Rashid, who said that the Guru Tegh Bahadur, the 9th Guru, is a killer, and real one Pakistani.
Sorry, Joe Baz.
Until they start actually coming over to me, not internet avatars, and talking to me in person saying, we XYZ with Raj, I can't take your claim seriously. Because every time I hear from people, oh Raj, I spoke to my Sikh mate, he hates you. Mr. Singh is bigged up by his Pakistani brothers. He's not Sikh, he's a Pakistani. So when it comes to this situation, what I've realized is that with these guys here, they don't like a strong Sikh guy. They want us to be little cucks that bend over and get shafted in the bund. And I'm not going to do that.
Show some respect to my Greek uncle.
And can I ask you a question,
man.
please?
All right, how you doing?
Are you a Sikh?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you call hair in your language?
Kesh.
Huh?
Kesh.
What do you call smooth
Bal.
child?
Bal as well, yeah.
Bal. What do you call smooth child?
Nyana or Katka.
Bal. Same word.
Bacha.
Isn't it same word?
No.
Jordan, big up my brother.
It is.
No, it's not.
Child or smooth babe.
So little kid is like either Nyana or Bacha.
Bal. There's another word. It's same as hair. It's same as the hair word.
A Greek telling me that.
I know.
What is happening to the world? I know you tried to come into the Punjab under Alexander the Great, but we beat you back.
No, you never beat the Greek.
George.
All right.
Punjabi
If
king
you
for
go
us.
to some parts, the only empire that beat the Afghanistani empire.
No,
the
Sikh,
Afghanistani. The only empire that beat the Afghans was the Greek Empire.
The Sikhs did it as well.
All right.
You got to take that back.
No.
The Sikhs did it as
So
well.
why is it in some parts of Pakistan and in Afghanistan you see people with blue eyes?
Oh, where's Bob? ISIS Bob. Where's ISIS Bob? There's Mad Dunya. His bro ISIS Bob is in prison in America with FBI arrested him for going to Syria. Why was Grey Dunya supporting ISIS Bob, who is now in prison in America for going? Oh, here's another one. Shake hands.
Here, by the way.
So why is this guy? He's associated with ISIS Bob, who is now being arrested by the FBI and is now sitting in prison. We have so much evidence, audio, screenshots, black flags of these two guys supporting ISIS Bob. 2 weeks ago,
Just
he was
because he
also
can't
against us
handle
and
heckling,
supporting
he
Abu
calls you
Qasim,
extremist.
who's also in
What a
prison.
bastard.
Do you support
What a
these
dirty
guys?
bastard.
Oh, now he says no.
This one, the
now he
pigeon.
says no because he knows the heat's on him. Now he knows the heat's on him. Watch what's going to happen to these guys. They're going to crumble, yeah? Like the little cockroaches
You
they are.
beachons!
Watch.
You beachons!
Watch. Do you support ISIS
You
Bob still?
take a shower! Raj,
Do you
take a shower!
Do you still support ISIS Bob?
Who's ISIS Bob, you fucking dickhead?
Tequila.
This guy's a dickhead, man! This guy's a dickhead!
ISIS
Do you know what happens? He's a Sikh.
Caused the war.
He's a Sikh group. He's a Sikh group to kill them.
He's been radicalized online! Just because he's been radicalized online, he blames everyone!
1 minute,
He blames everyone for being radicalized!
Have you got a question to ask? No, I don't like these guys.
Why? What's he done to you?
Because these guys are supporting extremists.
What evidence
that are
have
now
you
in
got?
prison.
What evidence you got?
Online, anyone can come and roast him. I support anyone who roasts him. I support anyone who roasts him. I support anyone who calls him a dirty pigeon. Because he is a dirty pigeon. How come I not support anyone who calls him a dirty pigeon? Because you are a dirty pigeon.
You know what happened?
I support anyone who calls him a dirty pigeon. Because he is a dirty pigeon.
What is he wearing? What is he
What
wearing?
a balls! What a balls! What a
Defeat the jihadis.
He's a quick.
Don't worry about that. Look at him. They're all getting excited over me.
He's
You want me to dance
Why
to
are you
you?
dressed
You
like
want
a
me to dance to you?
Just like a
You want me to dance to you? You want me to dance to you?
Balle, balle! Dance, balle, balle, go on, boy! Balle, balle, go on, boy! Go on, boy! Balle, balle, go on, boy! Go on, boy! Balle, balle, boy! Go on, boy! Do the light bulb dance, mate! Come on! Do the light bulb dance!
Come on, everyone.
Yeah, of course, man.
Refused to be honest about whether it was Sahir or not, and just was like basically were blocking truth. I believe that those guys there did not, whether they knew or not, they wasn't really in the interest of truth, but more trying to save face. Yeah.
So now your conclusion after hearing me read the hadith, then going to Muhammad Hijab.
No,
You went to Muhammad Hijab. I saw you on camera. You went to Muhammad Hijab, and you went to someone else. I'm not sure, but only 100% I remember. And the Sheikh.
I went to Shamsi, I went to the Sheikh.
Yeah.
Ali Dawa was here. I didn't go to Muhammad Hijab.
You didn't go to him about that particular topic? Okay. I'm possibly wrong here. What I do remember is you went for confirmation from respectable members of the Dawah team. And you were left with ambiguous statements?
I was left
ambiguous statements?
for anything concrete.
Right.
Well, to my satisfaction until I spoke to Shamsi, who gave me a good explanation. Now, whether it's right or wrong, whether it's true or false, that's a different story. But Shamsi was honest and forthcoming with me, and I was satisfied that
What did he say?
I can't remember now.
Okay, it was
But
honest and
I remember the sentiment. I remember even saying to the camera, it's a good thing there's a man like Shamsi here.
And what did he say to you, bro?
What do you mean?
What did he say to you that you said he was honest?
He gave me an explanation. He read it from he read it from his phone. I don't remember the precise explanation. But what I do remember is when I'd asked anyone else, I could tell that they wasn't really interested in giving me. But I felt like Shamsi gave me what I was more happy with his explanation. Doesn't mean that I believe what Shamsi told me was correct or not, but I believe that he was being honest in his answer to me.
Okay, I challenge Shamsi to come here right now and repeat what he said. If he's in the park,
He's over there. He's over there.
If Shamsi's here, I'll challenge him to
But
come
what's
here
this got to do with me?
Well, the reason why I'm here, brother, is not to.
You do know I'm not Muslim, right?
No, listen.
You know that though.
Hold on a second. The reason why I'm here, brother, is because what I don't want you to do, as a brother, right, in humanity, right, is to just believe what they tell you.
That's never done.
Right. So then you come to your own conclusion.
It's never me.
And this is what I'm after.
I always come to my own conclusion.
Right. This is what I'm after.
Yeah.
This is what I'm after. What is your own conclusion regarding Islam and black people?
I don't have one. I don't really have a concern with Islam. As in, I don't care about Islam. I don't care about Christianity. No. I don't. And when I say that, like my friend was talking to me about Rastafarianism the other day, because I've had a few conversations on that subject, and I had to say to him point blank, I don't care about Rastafarianism. When I mean that, I mean when I go to bed at night, none of you guys' religions on my brain, on my mind, and nothing you guys have said has troubled my soul or made me toss and turn and made me think, fuck, am I doing the right thing? So like, when I say I don't care, it doesn't mean I don't have an interest and I won't ask questions, but in my day-to-day life, I literally don't sit there and think, you know what would be, you know what I mean?
Now what if I was to say to you, right, that there's a man that hated or hates every one of your black friends? How would you feel about that, man?
Yeah, I would.
What opinion would you have about that?
Probably wouldn't invite him to dinner.
No. But what opinion would you have about it?
If it was facts that he hated all my black friends because they were black,
yes,
I would think it was.
Yes. Would you encourage any one of your black brothers or sisters to cohabitate?
What's the Bible say? The Bible says.
James? Oh, you ain't got my hands. Hold that. How come you got two cameras? There is.
Two. I want to ask you this. When the Bible says, slaves obey thy master, what is that? Because when they catch you in Africa, and by the way, Islam has been in Africa.
I know, I'm trying to sort out this noise because I need to charge up the phone a bit, you lot.
I need to understand how that fits me.
Ralph, sorry, let me film this.
Because I feel that a lot of black people in this park are gullible.
I'm not a lot of black people.
It's my opinion. We've all got
a lot of black people, and I'm the last gullible person.
We all have our own opinion, and I can see that probably you leave certain discussions and you think, I'm not sure about that answer. So you might leave with a certain amount of ambiguity.
No, because I ain't been debating for a while. You lot don't rate me. You actually trying to get me discussed.
Right? No.
Come on, bro. Do you know who you're talking to?
No.
Bro. I call you my dad, you know. I call you my dad. Please don't tell me about being gullible. Be realistic. Tell me what you want to say, but don't ever call me gullible, because at the end of the day, yeah, you believe a man died on the cross, right?
Okay.
And rose again after 3 days.
So now,
do you believe that? Do you believe that?
Don't change the subject.
I'm asking you. You ask me a question.
Don't change the subject.
I asked you a question. You asked me.
I'm talking about a
No
particular
problem.
topic.
We can get back to that.
We can talk about it
Do
afterwards.
you believe that, yes or no?
Don't take this is a personal attack. This is about
Would you like me to answer your questions?
this is about every single black person in this park.
It is, but
Not about
let's be
you.
real.
Not about you.
You called me and said it's about me.
Yeah, it's about every single black person in this park. And if you listen to what I said,
Let me listen.
If you listen to what I said,
I'ma listen to your Dharma story.
what I said was, when you leave the conversation, when you go for confirmation of a hadith that I've read, I can see that you don't 100% believe what you've heard. Right? I didn't say that you just lapped it up. Right?
Yeah, I don't lap up nothing.
I can see that you see that they're hiding something. I'm talking
Just
on a
like
wide
I didn't
scale.
lap up you gave me either.
I'm talking on a wide
It's called
scale.
critical thinking, bro.
I'm talking on a wide scale on how black people are duped into following Islam.
Okay, cool. But I'm
Right?
not a Muslim,
And
so
focusing.
can I be
Hold on. This is.
I didn't
I
get
want your
duped.
opinion on this.
All right, go on.
I want your
Give me
opinion on
your
this.
opinion.
Into following Islam, right, and duped into hating Christians, right, simply because they've been fed the narrative that Jesus is blonde hair and blue eyed.
And it's Muslims that came up with that narrative.
That Muslims have stolen it from a lot of places
not the white folks.
and fed it to
Not
black
the blonde hair,
people.
blue-eyed
And
people.
unfortunately,
Not the blonde hair, blue-eyed guys that came up with that.
Leave the white folks.
Black people are gullible and they've lapped it up and they're coming with that narrative.
I've never heard a Muslim tell me that Jesus was blonde hair, blue eyed. I want you to find me one that believes. Any Muslims in the park that believe Jesus was blonde hair and blue eyed?
I'm trying to hold my cameras.
So I think this is a flawed basis that we started on, bro.
No, it's not flawed.
Okay, go on.
Anybody watching this, right, has heard.
Kane, man.
I've heard. No, brother, listen. I've heard Muslims, right, focus on the fact that Jesus couldn't be real because he's blonde haired and blue eyed.
Never heard one
right?
Muslim say-
Right?
I never heard
Now,
one Muslim-
and
one
that
second.
gets black people.
Inaccurate.
That gets black people to hate.
Who is Isa?
Gets black people to hate Christianity based on that fallacy. Based on that fallacy.
Listen, can
I
I
am
just say-
being real, bro.
Let me just say one
I am
thing.
being real.
Do you mind?
Right?
Do you mind if I say one thing?
Let me make my point and you can come back.
All I'm going to say is,
Right, let me make my point.
actually, I prefer if you came from an active perspective.
I am.
Listen, I believe some of the things that they're saying are valid points. I think that the premise you're standing on, based on the fact that Muslims don't believe in Jesus and think that I was looking for you. I would say that that is inaccurate because they do have a guy that they call Isa. Now, whether any of these guys
He's just
exist-
full of lies. And I challenge him to come here right now.
Okay, see now.
Challenge him to come here right now.
Listen to me, bro.
Any black Muslim to come here and
Isa
discuss
said
it.
Jesus to you. I think you misunderstood what I'm saying.
Go on.
Isa is Jesus.
No, yeah.
Okay, so
No, yeah.
this is who they're claiming to be Jesus.
But
Now
he's
just
not
say,
Jesus.
1 second.
He's not Jesus. Yeah.
Fair dues, yeah? I'm not claiming he is, yeah? Okay. This is what I've heard Muslims claim. Yes, Jesus exists. His name was Isa, yeah? And blah, 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 blah. They believe the whole story about him.
No, they don't.
Hold on. Please give me a minute, please. Please give me
They don't believe
Yeah, I
that.
know, but please give me a minute.
Okay, go on.
They say they believe the whole story is correct, apart from certain aspects like resurrection, crucifixion, stuff like that. Yeah, they believe that there was some switcheroo that went on and blah blah blah. That's their business.
The core part.
That's their
imperative
business.
part.
But hold on, let me just say though, I've never heard a man say that Jesus doesn't exist, and I've never heard a Muslim man say that Jesus is blonde hair and blue eyes.
No.
I've never heard that.
What I said was, I'll take the mickey. They tried to direct black people away from Christianity by saying,
So white
by
man's
pumping,
religion?
yes, and
I've
pumping
heard
that
that.
narrative.
White man religion
Pumping
doesn't mean
that narrative. Now, what?
He's a good guy. He's my dad. He's a
What
good guy.
Jesus came to do here, right? He came to free us, to emancipate us from all kinds of hate.
What, free black people or white people?
All people. See?
No,
Black
I
people
just-
or white people.
No, 'cause he
Black
said he came
people
to
or
free
white
us.
people. Now, this is my whole point. This is my whole point.
Did he come to free
Christianity-
mankind
in
or?
Christianity, there's no colour.
Oh, no
black,
colour,
No
right.
white, no Jew, no Greek, no slave, no free.
But there's no colour in
Right?
Islam. There's no
What
colour in
Muslims
Islam.
are trying to do, they're trying to get you to be a pseudo-Nazi. A pseudo-Nazi. They're trying to put they're trying to put jackboots on you and get you to hate Christianity by saying it's a white man's religion. And this is not true.
Who's the tribe of
No,
Israel?
right, this is not true.
Israel, the tribe of Israel.
Right, now, brother,
Are they
let me
everyone? Is that everyone?
I want your opinion on
Is everyone an Israeli? Is everyone from the tribe of Israel?
That's a different topic.
No, but those are God's chosen people in the Bible, right?
Right, that's a different topic.
Okay, but then they don't all look like everyone. They look like a specific set of people, right?
Okay, what colour would you say?
I have no fucking clue.
Brown ass.
The Hebrews, the Israelites that were there were black.
Yeah.
Black.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where they were.
They're from Ethiopia. They're from Ethiopia.
No, I don't have proof of that.
They're from Ethiopia. Ruled.
I don't have any proof of me right now.
Anybody can go through history, and we know that if you come from Palestine, right, you are probably olive dark toned.
The Palestinians are
right?
there now, bro.
Right? Now, let's not go into a different topic about what colour, what colour.
Yeah?
This is my point.
This is how I talk with Muslims.
Is
This is how I
irrelevant.
talk with Muslims. I don't just laugh
Colour,
things up.
this is my
You
point,
can't just tell me
bro.
stuff.
Colour is proper.
You can't just tell me stuff. We're gonna have
Colour,
about
but
it.
this is my point, bro.
Bro,
Colour
I'm
is
not into
irrelevant.
none of your religions.
I'm not trying to get you to. Listen to me. I'm not trying to get you.
You told me you was going to talk about black people
Yes.
and something that concerned
Yes.
me.
And I'm
you said
trying
I
to-
was a mule of Islam, and I
Yes.
just wanted
And
to
I'm
say to
still-
you, one, I'm not a Muslim.
Still
Two,
trying to
I
get
don't do
there.
dawah.
Still trying to get
Three,
there.
I'm not a Christian.
You do dawah on their behalf.
Name some
You do dawah on their behalf. Brother, please.
Yeah. No, you don't know that I'm a notorious Islamophobe. You never heard about it. Look,
Okay.
It's Jedi the Islamophobe. Ta-da, it's me. Did you not know that? No, wait. Let me give you a story.
I didn't want to have to. I wanted to speak to you on a level.
No, but you have to
Right,
be
and
public.
it's not antagonistic. All right, now I'm going to have to go public. Now I'm going to have to go public. Now, today, me and you I never had a problem with this, man. I never had a problem with no one here.
He's
from
joking,
my
man.
heart.
Joking.
From my heart, right? But because of the Dawa narrative that brainwashed a lot of black people, a few black people have a problem with me. Why? Because I'm a Christian. And being a Christian, I am against Islam. Why? Because it's a false cult that's full of pedophilia and child abuse. Right?
Like the Catholic Church.
And what happens?
You check me out for this, though.
Because I'm trying to get to a point, but I'm trying to get to a point.
Jenna's trying to get out of class.
I'm trying to get to a point.
1 second, you lot. Sorry, boss.
Knocked the camera a couple of times.
Did you?
Just slightly.
1 second.
This thing is right there. Thus far. Then you're right, my fucking rat.
Ralph, the bad thing he's done.
You did that. You did that. Right? It's Jedi. It's not respect. A lot of other black people and not Muslims give dawah on Muslims' behalf. Now, they might not necessarily be Muslims. They might not necessarily be Muslims. But they side with Muslims simply because there's a lot of black Muslims. There's a lot of black Muslims, right? So they feel an affinity with Islam. Right? And against a white man's religion, which is a brainwashing tactic that Muslims are
Behind you, there's a bad thing Don't record him, kid.
Now,
I'm on smoking it.
Oh, God. The bad thing How can an Indian man claim to be a Nazi?
Don't worry about it.
Right, cool. Before you start,
Yogi B.
We're not on the wrong foot.
wrongly
So is that the rough that goes around the court people?
Insight into me. What I'm trying to tell you,
No, I did say that you weren't fully drawn in. I said you left knowing that would give you something.
No, I'm saying
That's what I said. Yeah, good.
In terms of making the claim that Jedi does dawah for Muslims, yeah, I need you to understand that I have never once ever done dawah for anyone. The same way I've never.
What do you call dawah? What do you call dawah?
Calling people to come to
That's not what I mean.
What do you mean?
I mean
What's happened reactionary?
Islam, in whatever shape or form that takes. That's dawah. That's dawah.
I probably supported Muslims as I have Muslim friends, but I've never supported Islam.
Okay.
I don't get what you mean by
And now, if
Islam
you're doing
is not something that needs
is that because you have?
like I've never supported Christianity.
Is that
In fact, I probably have. I
is that because your Muslim friends are black?
The bad Indian Nazi.
Majority of them.
The Indian Nazi, the first ever
So
Indian Nazi.
this is my point. It's based on colour, right? And the reason I'm talking
corner shot,
here's where I'm
the
coming
corner
from,
shot,
because I know that as a
the 1990 Nazi supporter.
Shouldn't you be going sucking Allah? Shouldn't you be sucking Allah?
Suck your mother.
Suck Allah. The man gets suck Allah.
Yeah, but reactionary, I can't, what's the word? I don't know how to do all that stuff. So like mod and delete and stuff. Yeah, but I can't do all that. I'm not doing all that modding stuff. Hey, what's the point of me going to these people if you lot, these comments are going crazy? Yo. I ain't got a clue, Nice, he's peaked now. No, but forget all the insulting. That's not what we're trying to do here. Let me go back there.
Contribute to that side of the discussion. As far as like
They record that 99p Nazi. Ralph, the Indian Nazi, the 99p Nazi, being the little bastard.
No, there's people.
No, it's speaking. Calling to yourself.
I'm trying to explain to you. There's people that will propagate the lie that I am anti-Islam and I'm enemy of Islam. Yeah? And then there's you and others that would say I am pro-Islam and a mule of Islam.
No, what I said was, he's lying.
Allah is sucking me off, be quiet.
Mum is sucking everything. Your mum is the one doing that, you fucking bastard. Your mum's your wife. Yeah, you son of a mother. Your wife, Simone Wagner. Your wife, Simone Wagner, is sucking everybody off, you fucking bastard. She's a prostitute, you fucking bastard. His wife, Simone Wagner.
We get cancelled,
His wife, Simone Wagner, she like circumcising these motherfuckers.
I'm not joining by anything fully, not even half, not even a little bit joining. I'm not joining by nothing.
By the first time you spoke to me in the park,
satellite district.
Ralph, the Nazi pedo, he's a fucking pedophile, Ralph.
I maybe called you dad.
Look at his ears, the ears of a pedophile, you motherfucker.
Why do you answer my calls?
I was speaking. Got caught there. Got caught there.
Allah's guys all over here now. Watch Allah's warriors run. Watch Allah's warriors run.
Simone Wagner is a prostitute.
Don't put me in
Simone Wagner, your wife, is a prostitute, you fucking bastard. Go sort her out.
I think what you said was, this is a newbie, he won't last long. That was a year and a half ago.
You know I got back.
Boys, please, let's go, please, boys.
You've been insulting them. You've been insulting them.
Jesus worship
There you go, snitch. He's a lying snitch. You're a racist snitch. You're a snitch.
Why are you lying? Why are you lying? He's lying. He's lying.
Oh, Ralph, you Nazi!
Who's got a knife? He's lying. He's lying. Obviously, he's just lying. It's got nothing to do with me, eh? Don't push me. Don't touch me.
Now, don't fucking touch me. The reason I said this
He's a big Nazi, man.
That's a lying toe rag. You're a rat face.
because I was attacking his yard, you weren't due to decide.
They done nothing to me.
Now, I don't. Listen, it may have been. That's what you did. That's what you did.
It may have been. Can I explain? That's what you did. Can I explain?
Yeah.
It may have been. I didn't know you. Yeah.
Ralph just made up a lie.
Listen, because I can't remember. Yeah? Maybe something you said, something you were saying.
It's not personal. It's not personal. He stood there smiling. If you search everybody, no one's got a knife.
It may have been. This is too much distraction. Do you want to move away, bro? It may have been something you said. To be fair, I've no business defending anybody's religion. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a religious person. The more that I come down here, let me finish. The more that I come down here, the more I'll put up. Now let me tell you something. I try to be sympathetic, human, yeah, to anybody, and I'm a logical person. Yeah?
It's a lying toe rag.
What happened?
He said they had the knife. And he's smiling like
That's terrible, Ralph.
coconut.
Bad lies, Ralph. Stop that.
Why are you so scared in the dark or buried up?
Yeah, I'm not what do you think? I was
there. Don't worry.
Second week in the year, justified.
What's you got to do with him? He's not a Muslim. He's not a Muslim. Why would you want to talk to him about hadith, Kane? He's not a Muslim. He doesn't know anything about hadith. Why would you want to get him in trouble?
Bukhari 693. The Prophet said, listen and obey your chief, even if an Ethiopian whose head is like a raven.
We've had that one before.
I don't know what I've asked this question myself. What does it mean for your head to be like a razor? What does that mean?
No,
I just want to understand. Before I come to I pull out my racism card. See, this is the type of person I am. I want to understand what does it mean?
What razor?
Yeah, I want to know.
Let's take away all of us today. What we're talking about here, we're talking about the Muslim authorities talking to the Ummah, talking to the Muslims, saying if you have a chief, right, even if that chief looks like him, you must follow him. Now, what you have to understand, when you make a kind of statement,
are you trying to convert him to Christianity?
Exactly.
Are you trying to convert him?
Exactly, bro. Right? So when you make a statement to say, even if he looks like him, it's immediately derogatory. So the raisin head is not important. But if you go back to the raisin head, it's obviously a racist comment. Obviously. Now, when a black person... When a black person becomes a Muslim, right? They are brothers. They are brothers. They are brothers.
I'm quite sound sensitive, you know. Like, I feel like
you have to get the block it out.
my head. I don't want to do it.
Sorry.
Kick behind me.
Let me get my mic 1 minute.
Another religion.
You want to I want you to carry on, but like, I'd like to move we can move over there. Yeah, but do you mind? I just want to hear this shit.
You've been asking the Muslim about this stuff. It's got nothing to do with that.
But I like the conversation, and I will go through all your hadiths and I'll give you my honest opinion. Not sure what it's worth though.
Which one? Muhammad's racist. No, you're racist. No, you're racist, Ken. Come on, man. And I'm bringing out this hadith. I'm bringing out this hadith. Right? So you can have a subjective.
Around the 99p corner shop Nazi, the Indian corner shop 99p Nazi. That's Ralph, 342. He got his what's the other two white guys? In the loop.
Who's over here?
Criteria, for example, for that criteria for true prophet. True prophet who is known amongst his people to be truthful and honest, not a liar. Why? Because imagine there is someone who is a liar amongst us, known to be a liar. Then he comes to you or me and he says, you know what, I'm a prophet of God. You and I think, hold a minute, you are known to be a big liar. Now you claim to be a prophet of God. You just escalated, yeah? Now, if you are an ambassador, and I'm speaking to him, we're going to come to that. Sorry, Now, imagine you're an ambassador, yeah? Or you're a king, and I'm another king. You want to send me someone to convey a message up from you. You will choose the most honest person, correct?
I mean, me, brother. Yeah. Me. I think the middleman business between the creator is funny.
No, I'm talking, listen carefully, I said. If you are a king, and you want to send ambassador to me, okay, would you choose the honest person or the liar?
Better do it myself.
No, if you cannot do it by yourself,
if I can't,
you choose someone honest person.
Yeah, but if I can, I do it myself.
Without any doubt, that's right. Standard.
Yeah.
But I'm saying let's be realistic. Because when you talk in theory, you can do anything.
So now we talk about the creator, right?
Yeah, we're gonna come to it. So now the creator, when you choose prophets and messengers, those prophets and messengers are known to be truthful and honest. Okay.
That's who he's picking.
Yeah. The second criteria, they will come with the same message, even though they never met each other. Prophet Muhammad never met Moses. Moses never met Abraham, who they will teach him. But all of them came to worship the creator of the heavens and the earth, and that which is between them, okay? And worship him according to the teaching of the prophet that was sent to you. Likewise, the prophet will come with the prophecies, okay? Likewise, he comes with the miracles. Likewise, God will aid him, okay? Because the Most High will not let his prophet down. He will aid him. So now, I don't have to speak about Jesus, Moses, Abraham, Noah. I'll tell you, come in. Now, if I establish Prophet Muhammad is a true prophet with a logical arguments and tangible proofs, therefore logic dictates we should believe what he came with, because the Most High will...
Oh, I can't even see them.
It's just laws of physics and things, that are described. Do you believe that laws of physics exist? Some people do. Do you believe that? I haven't understood about it. I mean, it depends what you mean by exist.
Are they physical? Are they something you can...
You can't touch. We respect people. Africa.
That's calling it a what?
Right, this is Ishaq 243. There comes to sit with you a black man with long flowing hair, ruddy cheeks and inflamed eyes like two copper pots. His heart is more gross than a donkey's.
Was he black? Or because he's just got a gross heart?
Well, I'm looking to you to put it together yourself. Because why do you need to explain his colour all the time and have a derogatory statement at the end of it?
Are other people's colours explained?
There's no other colour here?
No, I don't mean
Well,
that. No, 1 second.
I mean,
Please let me ask my
yeah,
question.
go on.
Yeah, I'm saying, in any of these books, are other people described, like for their looks, their colours, their hues,
Well,
whatever?
this is the thing. If I'm challenging any Muslim to bring to me where a white man is described in a derogatory fashion.
It's Abu Lahab, his uncle. They called him the devil.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Right.
Abu
Now
Lahab.
I've got this is number 4. Now everything black, everything black.
He's going to hellfire.
Listening, bro.
Forever.
I'm listening, yeah? Everything black is derogatory. Now Muhammad said that a black man will invade the Kaaba. This is the sacred ground. This the cube they run around like and worship in Mecca.
Don't worship
Bukhari, what you prostrate to it. Bukhari 1595. This is narrated Ibn Abbas. Ibn Abbas, who was Muhammad's cousin. He's called the interpreter of the Quran, so you can't get a better source than this. The Prophet said, as if I were looking at him, a black person with thin legs plucking the stones of the Kaaba one after another. So now they're saying a black man's going to destroy the Kaaba. A black man's going to come and destroy our sacred ground. Right? Now you don't have to describe him. You don't have to describe him as black. You could say some man is going to come and destroy our ground, but you're describing him as black. Everything negative is focusing on black color. Let's go again.
Like now.
A black woman is a sign of an epidemic. Sahih Bukhari, the most premier hadith, it says, narrated Abdullah, you're throwing things at me now, bro.
No, give me a number.
The number is 987-161. Bukhari 987-161. Narrated Abdullah, the Prophet said, I saw in a dream a black woman with unkempt hair going out of Medina and settling at Mahaya al-Jufa. I interpreted that as a symbol of an epidemic. Now you don't have to describe the color once more, but you describe it as a black woman, and that's a sign of an epidemic. I haven't seen anybody being described as a white person or olive person with any of these derogatory statements so far, right? Now, I'm not saying that Muslims are racist. I'm talking about the deen of Islam, and it's coming from Muhammad's own brain, right? Bilal was a slave.
Was he?
Yes.
And who freed him? Who freed him?
Muhammad never freed him.
Who freed him?
Muhammad never freed him. He asked Muhammad to free him, and he kept him like a slave when he died.
You know so much.
Now,
Who freed him? And who sent him to free him?
Let me read another one.
Answer.
What about the Prophet?
No.
Why did Muhammad not free Bilal?
He sent, no, he did free. He
did not free him.
Abu
Did not free him.
To free him.
Did not free him.
Tortured. And who's the first person who ever went on top of Kaaba?
Is it?
It was Bilal. Nobody else.
Is it true?
The
Is
reason-
it true? 1 second.
Yeah, go on.
Is it true that Muhammad swapped 2 black slaves for 1 white one?
There you go. I'll read it to you now, bro.
Anybody?
I'm right
Is that
here
true?
now.
You're not sure if it's true?
He's a liar.
You've heard of it? You've heard of it? Because I spoke about it.
See, he's lying to you in your face.
This is why
In
you
your
don't, give
face.
him, you don't give him energy. You know
He's
that,
lying
innit?
to you in your
Just be
face.
real, innit? Just be real. We don't need to hide. If it happened, it happened. If it's
Exactly.
If it's in there, it's in there. But don't give him room to say you're a liar, innit? Just be
No,
real.
no, this is the one. This is the one, bro.
Yo, brother, did Muhammad swap 2 black slaves for 1 white one?
He's number one Sahaba.
I think there was a trade deal.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, but it wasn't because he traded them because they were black skinned.
He went and treated Islam in
traded
Habasha.
someone who came as a Muslim.
Yeah, but
and he traded
Kufar,
them for other
Quraysh.
slaves. The colour was irrelevant.
Colour is irrelevant. Well, it's relevant so far, and I've only read 4 hadiths. I've only read 4 hadiths. Look, now this is Al-Tabari.
The thing is, I don't
Now,
wanna go
Al-Tabari,
into it, yeah, because
if you listen to
he says all the time black
Shamsi,
is
he
mentioned
will
in a
quote
bad
Al-Tabari
light.
as one of the best
I
authentic
adjure the people to
sources
go and look for
of
the description
scholar.
of Jesus, the son of
They'll
Mary,
go to
as Prophet
Al-Tabari
Muhammad
or
saw it,
Tamiya.
right? And the description of Moses as according to the Prophet Muhammad. And then see
Volume
if
2,
black is always mentioned
Volume
in a
2,
bad
that's
light.
what Muhammad
But
wrote
this
to
guy's
get black
not here
people to
for
join
no
Islam.
reason.
But when you go to Saudi
what
Arabia,
your
see how
white
black
master
people are
taught
treated
you
over there.
for
They're
you to
called
become a
Abid.
Christian.
And slaves are
That's
brought
how
from
you
Ghana,
were.
and
Your ancestors
their
were
parcels
slaves
are
for
taken
white
at the
men in Africa
airport,
and in
and the
America.
women are throwing themselves from the top story because they're enslaved. That's why black people are treated.
Yeah.
You have Muslims over there that are saying there's no human rights in the Middle East, right?
Who took black
Now,
people back to America?
Al-Tabari, Al-Tabari,
There's no Sharia.
They get paid. They get paid.
There is no Sharia.
Al-Tabari.
Has to be a state.
has to be just.
Right? I'm just going to keep reading. Now, this is At-Tabari, Volume 2, page 21.
So people go to Saudi and get paid more.
Yeah, but he's talking about slavery, bro. He's talking about people that are enslaved in Saudi Arabia, though.
Is it authentic that
He's talking about the women
It's
that are
Tabari. It's Tabari. I'll give you the reference again.
Okay, sorry, excuse me.
Yeah, go on.
This guy doesn't have no idea about slavery in Saudi Arabia.
It might not be authentic.
He's lying to you. He's lying.
You don't?
You spend 2 seconds on Google and you can see it. He's
Bro,
lying to you.
I'm saying, yeah, listen to this very carefully. I must start really balanced like this in the middle, yeah? If man's gonna lie to me and start doing, I don't know.
There you go. Why lie?
If man's gonna start that,
Why
then you're
lie?
gonna see me like this, innit?
Why lie?
Then you're gonna, like, just be honest, innit? Let's see now, this is a good test. This is a good test. I just want honesty, innit? Don't hide anything, even if you don't think
I am not saying anything
don't hide anything,
apart
please.
from reading hadith.
You don't
I
know.
want you to make your own mind up. I'm not saying anything apart from saying, hold on, there's a common denominator in everything I'm reading. There's a common denominator in everything I'm reading, so I want people to make their own mind up.
Not everything you're reading is
All the black Muslims who have got half a brain, make your own mind up. Right? Now, that's good for you. 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 But there are black Muslims over there that've been duped. They've been duped, right? And they're going to use their own brain to escape that cult. Right, now, I'm going to read another one. You have Al-Tabari, like I said. Now, this is talking about Africans. Volume 2, page 21. Ham, right? Ham was son of Noah.
Yeah, he was cursed in your Bible.
Now, this is Ham would have the descendants of Africans.
Yep.
Is that due to a slave, due to a curse in the Bible?
Yes.
I don't think you should use his ham as an example.
Ham, he was cursed in your Bible.
Don't use ham. Don't use
Ham is cursed in your Bible.
Don't use ham. I'm listening. Don't use ham.
Right. Now, the reason I'm saying this, I am not talking about my own opinion. I'm reading what the Islamic sources say.
What does your Bible
so you say to Islam, don't use ham.
No, what does your Bible say about ham?
Say to Islam, don't use ham.
I will do when I talk to a Muslim.
Yes. But what does he say about
I'm going to read the hadith then, because it's my right to read the hadith. Right. Now, Ham, right? Africans begat all those who are black and curly haired, while Japhet, Turks, begat all those who are full faced with small eyes. Shem, Arabs, begat everyone who is handsome of face with beautiful hair. All the Arabs look the best and created the best. Noah, this is what Tabari is saying. Noah prayed that the hair of Ham's descendants would not grow beyond their ears, and that when Tabari, volume 2, page 21, and that whenever his descendants met Shem,
the book of history,
the latter would enslave them.
Is it Islamic?
So that means Shem.
Came after.
Shem, who are the Arabs, would enslave blacks. And if you go to Ibn Ishaq, page 450, you'll see, right? It is your folly to fight the apostle, for Allah's army is bound to disgrace you. We brought them to the pit. Hell was their meeting place. We collected them there, black slaves, men of no descent. Okay. And you have the narrative again when you go to Bukhari, volume 6, 60, 80. You have it explained by Abu Huraira. The verse, you are true Muslims and the best of peoples ever raised of mankind, means the best of people for the people as you bring them with chains around their neck to embrace Islam. Now, you need to understand what happened when Islam invaded Africa. You do have, I will stand here and say you do have, when Islam got to Europe, you had panic from the whole of Europe saying if Islam goes any further then Spain will all be taking Shahada. So that people appealed to the Pope, and the Pope sent the Pope. You can Pope Gregory. Look it up for yourself. Pope Gregory, right? Now, what
Salam brothers, Salam brothers. Welcome. Where's Ali Dawa?
What happened was the Pope sent out the Crusades, and they did false Christianity on a lot of people. There were a lot of false conversions through that Pope. right? But that wasn't the deen of Christianity. That was a desperate attempt to get Christians together to beat back the onslaught of Islam, and it's only through that Islam was defeated and pushed back out of Europe.
Muslims are already in
Right?
Spain.
Now anybody can look this up for themselves.
It's the
When you
Spanish
look at the deen
Catholics,
of
they came and
Christianity, or
started
someone
cutting
say
people in
deen,
half.
the teaching of Christianity, we don't
Jews
force
and
our
Muslims.
Christianity on anybody. When you look around the
We're
world,
laughing at you, man.
you look around the world,
making a
from
fool
when
out of yourself,
Islam
okay.
spread, it was all about three choices. You convert, you pay jizya, or you die.
What the Spanish Inquisition is.
And this is still going
What
on
is the
today.
Spanish Inquisition is?
Now, I'm going to carry
What
on,
did they
brother.
do?
They turn the minarets into toilets, man.
Toilets, and if you don't convert, they cut you in half.
This is-
Spanish Inquisition, the Catholics, they were cutting people in half.
This is Mishkat
Liar.
Even the Jews have to escape them.
Mishkat
The Jews have to run away.
al-Masabi
Jews, they all came back to
by Al-Tabrisi, Volume 1. Blacks can never be true Muslims. That you are destined, because you are black, to go to hell, and that Allah designed and created you black for no other purpose than to thrust you into hell with all the other black people on earth.
What is Adam?
Now, I'll read the. I'm
this-
going to read the reference
this-
again.
This reference, like, is this what is this?
This is the
this is
Mish.
hadith, yeah.
This is Mishkat. Yes, it's
You know
another.
the Tabari thing? They're saying that it was
Tabarisi. They'll say it's a
Tabarisi.
weak hadith.
No,
They'll say it's daif.
no, wait.
Okay, go on.
All I'm saying, they were saying it's a history. It's a
Sorry?
history book, and it's not hadith. That's what they were saying.
history book, it's not hadith.
They'll
It
tell you
came
anything
300
I
direct your
don't know.
focus, to
It's
direct your
300 years.
focus away from what's
It was
written.
in the 10th century.
Now, I want you to just look at the
10th
common
century
denominator.
Hijra.
Blackity black.
Thank you.
I heard
No,
the
10th century AD.
Now-
Why are you lying?
So blackity black, yeah? On that Valley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blankety blank.
Blackity black.
But
Yeah, I
he's
hear
shooting
it.
blanks anyway.
There's a lot of negativity in what he's reading.
Tabari-
A lot of negative connotations towards the colour black. And I've asked this question before.
Why do black people become Muslims then?
Whether it's
This is what I want to understand. Why black people become Muslims?
Why did you become Christian while you're cursing your Bible?
Why do black
Why
people
you
become
become a
Muslims
Christian while
when
you're
you have
cursing your
hadiths
Bible?
like this?
Read more, man.
Why are you going to follow a racist man
Your
that
Bible is
hated
racist
everything
towards
black?
towards Africa.
He even said that the black stone was white when it was a meteorite and came down.
And it turned black.
And it turned black.
So
through the sin of people.
Let me
I'm not
explain
feeling
one
that
thing.
still. Not if you're gonna call me black.
Everything,
I'm not feeling that. If you're gonna call me
everything
black,
about
if you're gonna call me black
blackness
or
in
Aswad,
Islam
it's a
is
description.
derogatory
I
and
know,
negative.
But like I've noticed this in general in English even. Do you know what I mean? Like black is associated with negative things, isn't it?
Yeah, I
Not
mean,
really. Dark is
white-
yes it is.
white
Yes it
is
is.
angel,
Yes it is. No
I'll
wait,
tell
don't
you
tell me
what
it's
it is.
black. I'm a black man.
Yeah, no.
I'm a black man. I'm
Can I
telling
give you another hadith?
Brother,
One
one
thing.
second. I'm just saying it. I'm not saying it's exclusive to Islam. I'm saying in language,
Yes.
I've noticed that the black has been associated with negative things.
Yeah, even here.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like a
everywhere.
white
You know,
angel.
it'd be
Everywhere.
different. It'd be different, right? If you had
Everywhere.
if you had it
It's
undercover,
covered-
if
it's
you had
covered- it's covered-
institutionalized
No, no, I'm not saying
racism,
this- I'm not
if you had
saying that.
institutionalized
When the
racism,
word-
But
if
when
you have
that
racism
person-
when you walk down the street and you see someone looking at you like you're gonna rob them, you can pick up racism in many different shapes or forms throughout society. We as black people know we're under the cosh, right? But when you have it written down,
Like the Bible.
through scholars,
Like the Bible.
directing the ummah
In the
to
Bible.
treat black people in a derogatory fashion, when you have the literature of Islam speaking derogatorily about black people
Yeah, been cursed.
all
Your
through the
Bible.
ages.
I can't defend this.
Right now, I'm going to read you.
I can't say whether this
Now-
is right. Well, let me say. Let me
Yeah,
talk.
go on, brother.
I
Go
can't
on,
say
go
whether
on.
this is right or
In
wrong.
Islam,
What
we
I do know
Yeah,
is
go on.
I am not in position to defend this. The reason I'm not in position
I'm
to
not asking
defend
to, I
this
just want your opinion on
is
it.
I'm not a
bro.
Muslim.
I just
Yeah?
want your
I'll tell
opinion
you
on it.
something.
Cool.
When
Yeah.
we see white,
want your opinion on
white
it.
is horrible to us. You
Now-
know why? When a dead person dies in Islam, we wrap it up in white linen. When you see that, we get scared. That's white. Kaaba is covered in black. It is a beautiful place. So stop interpreting stuff
Yeah,
with your
Kaaba's
own mind
covered
while
in
black
black.
people,
reading
sons
hadith.
of Ham,
I'm
have
reading
been cursed
hadith,
in your own
and
Bible.
he's telling me I'm
You are
interpreting
cursed.
stuff.
Simple.
I haven't interpreted
Why
anything.
you
I'm just
do
reading
that?
hadith.
That's not
And it
hadith.
upsets you.
Lying.
Prove to me I'm lying.
When we
Right,
see
no
that
proof.
person
And this is the
covered
thing.
Up, wrapped up in white
this is
linen,
the thing.
when we see
Why are you
wrapped
gonna
up in white
defend
linen,
something?
we
Tell
know that
me-
he's going to die. We're all scared because we don't want to
Tell
be seen
me-
white wrapped up
tell
in
me,
Come on,
right,
man.
that
And
Islam
Kaaba is wrapped up in black.
treats black
And that's
people
holy place.
with
Does
the
Muhammad have a
same
white face
fairness,
and white
with
arms?
the same
No.
fairness
And white armpits?
it
Listen,
treats
if you're
Arab
covered-
Muslims.
Did Muhammad have white armpits?
Listen, there's
Why
loads of
are
hadith,
black
brother.
Muslims
There's no difference.
coming
Don't
from
say what you're
mosques
saying about white,
with
though.
stories
because
of
of how
being
we-
I can't
treated
even have a
like
conversation.
second-class
It's
Muslims?
fine. Later later on.
Why?
Yeah, I'll try it, but you know.
Because even when they
Later on we'll
convert
talk
to
it.
Islam, they are seen as abid and slaves. Even when they convert. Oh, you're sure.
You're quoting. I debated with you. I debunk you.
Go to Mark 13. Mark 13.
They want DSSS and education. That's education,
Hey, Liban, come listen, man. Come listen.
TNTS Greeks, you know. Come on.
Come on. Liban's back. Come on. What's the message?
I'm back. Just working on myself, to be honest, man. Working on myself and, I don't know, to be honest, just other commitments, man. But it's the first time back, I ain't been over here since the whole of 2019, so... so I'm happy to be back, but I'm not happy to be back, innit? Because it's still that wild doing it, so... it's good seeing you, though, my brother, man. I can play, man. I'm good, man. See you in a bit.
Ham spam, stop all that, man.
Mr.
Paul! I wanted to see you on this live call.
Can't see you. The light's blinding. All we can see is a bloody great light. Can't see you. You're.
Paul's back, everyone. Doesn't want to talk to the camera. Anyway.
No man come to the Father but by me. No one come to the Father but through me. No one can come to the God Almighty but through me. Jesus said that.
Yo, how that? Oh, yo, big up TNT Greek, you know. It's all about being free and living life to the fullest.
And my brother Jordan was heckling me before, so sing a song for me.
Yo, my brother Jaden. Jordan. And me say, Jordan, just like the river. Jordan, don't equal brother. Jordan, just like the river. Jordan, don't equal the brother. Look at TNT Greek. Him a real superstar looking neat. Him not come down here to eat up shit. No! Daniel Jordan, don't do that. Jordan, and he's a hooligan. And me say Jordan, and he's a hooligan. Him like to make nice like a mama man. Me say Jordan. And me say TNT Greek. Don't say that.
Yeah. Jordan, I was looking for you.
Little men with lights. Who is it? Oh dear.
Oh man!
Yeah, them devils, man.
Who's the devil?
You are the devil. You white people are the devil, man.
You're the devil,
You
man.
kill, you rape, you murder, right? You genocide a whole race, man.
What am I?
Who are the real Australians? Who are the real Australians?
The
Aborigines.
Aborigines. So who are calling themselves Australian today, checking your passport when you come to the door?
You know what? Because they're damn devils.
There you go. You can't mention it. It's these people, man. It's your people, man.
Oh,
who are the people? Who are the people? Who are the people in South Africa trying to take the land right now?
Tell me.
You see? Is it the?
Don't
is
tell
it,
me,
no,
man.
no. You can tell me I'm a devil, but you don't know who's trying to steal the land in South Africa.
Am I a devil?
Well, of course, you're one of them.
I'm a devil now.
You're one of them, man.
Say damn devils, man.
Do you know why I know you're one of them?
Why?
As long you're not speaking against the oppression of another people, you must be benefiting from it. Because, you know, anything you steal is good to eat. It's so sweet, huh? When you steal something, it's very sweet to eat, huh? Because you didn't work for it.
Are you going to shake my hand?
Well, my ancestors shook your hand last time. They all went into slavery. I'm not going to be dumb, man. I see who you are now. The sun is shining into your darkness. Like, oh, that's the devil.
If I'm an Israelite, you're going to apologize to me.
You can never be an Israelite.
How do you know?
An Israelite will support justice.
I support justice.
You don't, because if you do, okay, where's the 1,000 of you?
I'll round everyone up, man.
Okay, so now you want to run them on when I confront you. It's too late, man. Your judgment is already set, man. In fact, let me
Are the
even
Greeks
tell you.
devils?
Let me even tell you.
Are the Greeks
Bible
devils?
says they should prepare slaughter for the children of these people, man.
Ezra, man. Look. I've got my friend Ezra, who's an Israelite. He doesn't think I'm a devil.
It's because you haven't backstabbed him yet.
Is he a sellout, Ezra?
He might be a sellout, or maybe he doesn't know who he is. Because if you lack knowledge of self, you will know that white people are the devil.
We're
Anywhere
not
you
the
go in the
devil,
world,
man.
they rape. Look, tell me, man. Wait, you even making me angry, man. America, who are the real Americans? Who are the real? What are the natives? You want to be intellectual? Let's get intellectual.
They are red Indians.
Who are the natives, man?
Educate
They
me.
in River, what's it called now? Reservation, owners of the land.
Apaches.
Yeah.
What are you telling me, man? I'm telling you, I'm being intellectual, but you want to be dumb, bro.
You're a devil anyway.
Devil power.
Yo, don't come say that with that.
Tell him.
When you go down, it's going to be powerless, man.
When fire start reaching, I will say the same
Man, fire. Look. Let me even
Devil
tell you.
pride, bro,
Let me even
devil
tell you.
pride.
Bible says that Lucifer have
Proud
children.
Devil, man.
It says Lucifer have children. It's here. But in Christianity, they will never tell you that Lucifer have children. You see? I'm going to read it to you now. Right? Because there's one nation that only fit this. There's one race that only fit this I'm about to read to you. Okay? Only one race. I look around, I can't fit it to anyone. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 12, right? I'm going to read it to 16. It says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nations?" There's the people going around weakening nations' economy, right? Politics and everything. "For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God." Right? Let me finish, please, brother. He said, "I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation." All right? Mount of the congregation is in Israel today. There's somebody sitting there calling himself the Son of God. It says, "In the sides of the north, I will ascend above the height of the clouds. I will be like the Most High." They want to be like God. You know, God's job is to survey everything. There's somebody who have stars now, who have satellite among the stars and watching people, knowing your movement, knowing when you call, what you text, okay? It says, "Yet thou shalt be brought down to the hell, to the sides of the pit. They that see thee," so they that see Lucifer, right? That's to tell you that Lucifer is a man, it's somebody you can see, not a spirit. He said, "They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, Is this the man?" You see that? Lucifer is a man. So if you can see something, that means it's an object. So is this a man that made the earth to tremble? Wow. Who made Hiroshima and Nagasaki tremble? Okay. That made the earth to tremble.
Nice stretch.
That did shake the kingdoms. That made the world as a wilderness. Wherever you go, it makes it as a
What
desert.
they did last week.
Right? Yeah, like they did last. There you go. You see, he's testifying to his ancestors.
No,
bro.
I'm talking
You understand
to
what I mean? Okay?
I'm
You
talking
see?
to the chat,
Because
bro.
what? Who made Syria wilderness? Who made Syria wilderness? People who look like me or you? No. People who look like these devils, man.
I'm not a devil.
Devil power,
Devil,
bro.
devil means
power.
deceiver.
I'm
That's
not
what
a
it is.
deceiver.
You are. It says,
No, man,
it
just
says
admit it.
that
Snakes,
made the
man.
world as a
Be
wilderness
proud about it.
and destroyed the cities
This is
Destroy
abuse.
the cities, man.
This is abuse.
Okay? That's the people who go around and destroy cities.
Yeah, man,
Okay?
careful with
It
those
says,
devils.
therefore, they open not the house of the prisoner. Now, God says his judgment is this. He says, prepare slaughters for his children. So Lucifer has children. The same chapter. For the iniquities of their
Love
father,
food, big up.
that they do not possess the land, right? Or of their fathers that they do not possess the land, nor fill the whole face of the world with cities. Wherever they go and be eye scrapers. They
So
kill
what would
the
you
people
like
there.
the white people to do?
What extermination, bro?
Repent.
You all have to die, man.
He wants to kill all the white people.
Yeah, because if you don't go, we will not have rest. If you don't go, we will not have rest. That's what God says. It's in the Bible.
Well, I'm not going there.
Bible says, prepare slaughter for his children. There you go. It's in the Bible, man. We're gonna prepare slaughter for you,
So
man.
you want all us to die?
Because if you don't die, you kill us.
We're not going to kill you.
But you have been.
Nice.
You have been killing us, man.
Let's do it.
Yeah, fucking hell.
Oh yeah.
When you go and bomb Syria, fucking hell. When you try to steal the land in South Africa, fucking hell. When you go to America and take land, fucking hell. That's why I'm angry with you, man.
Do you want to keep it down?
Yeah. No, he's actually the one that actually.
Well, yeah, but the language you're using isn't appropriate.
No, because he used it and oh, look at that. It's in the camera. He used it first and I used it first.
Well, neither of you. I don't want either of you using language like that. Okay?
So when I use it, you
no,
come
he can't.
against me.
No. Not from last week.
Why is it that when I'm talking to people, you always want to pacify me? What's that for, man? Don't pass. I don't care about the police, man. This is not the first time I get in trouble. This is a trouble world, brother. Open your eyes, man. This is a trouble world. It is a trouble world. Don't tell me not to get in trouble. They come for trouble, man. They come for trouble. Don't tell me not to get in trouble,
you gotta kill those white people, man.
Yes,
You gotta kill those
because
devils.
if you don't kill them, they'll kill you.
You gotta kill those devils.
They'll kill you.
You gotta kill those devils.
It doesn't matter. I don't know. They don't know. A lot of people know, yeah, that they're all devils.
I know, 100%.
Yeah, I know you know.
Peak, I got called the devil.
Brother, film yourself, bro. And I know you want view because that's what speakers gonna like. Speakers gonna like where people are arguing so they can see more view because that's what it's for. It's effectively. You understand me? Look.
Boy, you see, come over here, sir.
It's where people are having drama.
Clarification, you're an Israelite.
Yeah, come over here, sir, man. Just want me know something I like a crowd thing or a nice thing.
Clarification from the Israelite Ash.
As an Israelite, me look upon life different with people, you know. Now, the Bible teaches we must not judge no one, right? And the Bible also teaches that whosoever believe in Jesus Christ, there is no condemnation. Now, for me to condemn a person or if you use racial discrimination, I won't. I will not. Because I'm not here. I don't know who is who from who is not who. All I know that we're living in society and people who say they're white, sometimes they're not even white. And people who say they're black, sometimes they're not even black because we're all mixture. Now, as for people saying that every other race are going to go to hell and only one race are going to go to hell, Christ not teach that. Christ said each that believe in him should come. You know, him say him have the door open.
But am I a white devil?
How can you be a devil? The devil is the Satan.
Thank you.
No, when you say
And
devil.
Can you tell Ezra that I'm not white devils? Address him.
who's-
Ezra is an Israelite.
Oh, my friend.
No, he's on the thing now. He's on the chat
Ezra.
Tell him.
Greek me no find TNT Greek as a devil's rasta. Them man stand up strong with way, and him never even that a man will take side.
You hear that, Ezra?
And him and more often too. In the Bible it tells us that we must not judge, and if we hate our brother in thy heart, we're worse than a murderer.
Right.
So if we are dealing with the Bible, we have to love our enemy and love our neighbor. That's what Christ teaches us. So that's what I believe in. So if we have a disagreement, we can have a disagreement like when we talk about Jesus Christ being black and them deny then we can have a, you know the way the Greek?
Yeah.
But if a man believe in a Jesus Christ and accept who Jesus Christ is, no man can judge you. Leave the judgment to Jesus and God. Because that's what the Bible says. The Bible says, all judgment is left to God. No man can a man make you go to heaven?
No.
You have to choose that, right? By believing and accepting and repenting, right? So, if a person look upon you and tell you say you're the devil and you're going to go to hell, that person must also look at himself.
They're all calling me the devil now.
Yeah, but...
Terrible.
No, but what is devil? There's the thing. What is devil? Remember, you know, the Bible teaches that the devil will not fighting as flesh, we're fighting as spiritual fight against the devil. So when I'm up, and me know so me can't touch you and feel your hand right now. So
Come on.
Me know you're not a spirit Greek. So, and this is not because me know him in the park. This is just being real, Rasta. Me know in no segregation to the word of the Lord. Anybody out there who wants to come to the Most High God Almighty are welcome. Just know, say, if you believe and you accept, yes, like we say, to me, the color of Jesus Christ really matter because he's born as a man. You know the way the Greek? But apart from that, if you believe and you repent and you accept, me can't judge a person. That would be lying. And the Bible don't teach us to judge. The Bible teaches you for love.
I'm going to go over there, but tell the channel bless up.
Yo, and bless up, you know, because you know, I don't really stay too long on the camera, you know, John. But you don't know a true Greek, and I say, all right, we'll come do a little thing for you. TNT Greek every time. Big up Master X TV too, you know. Yo, Master X.
Mr. X.
Mr. X. Big up yourself. Anywhere you're there, just know, say, me and TNT Greek, they are same way, and every week we say, yo, hey, Master Mr. X there. Every week, you know, he asks me for you, you know, Rasta. I say, yo, we know you're busy, so when you're ready, link you up, because we know you soon come back to the park.
Mr. X.
Me know, man, but me call him Master X or Mr. X. You see me? Just like how me call Biggs. You see me?
He's a big. Oh, it's gone pink over here.
Hello.
That's Wee Man, everyone.
Wee Man. Subscribe, like, hit the button, hit the bell, everything.
Why should they subscribe?
Because TNT is the best.
No, what? To you, to you.
Oh, subscribe to me, yeah. Wee Man is the best. Not as good as TNT, but second best. Maybe not even second best.
Wee Man.
In the park where we said, yo, come, let's discuss our blackness and issues surrounding it. He's told me that he loves it. I know. He told me he loves it, but he can't because some of his Muslim brothers are going to criticize him and give him a hard time because they've told him not to come. He didn't have the strength that he has now. Over the years, I've seen him grow up to be a fine young man, yeah, outspoken and strong. But he used his outspokenness against me, yeah, to support some other guys, yeah? And I believe that their intention is actually racist behind it. They even made the joke because it was so obvious. Oh, he's my only black friend. You went online, and let me tell you something, yeah? When you went online, the funny thing, these five guys, these five guys that approached me yesterday, guess what they'd watched? Even your black brethren, Issa. This is exactly what they said. I didn't want to speak. I wasn't even going to speak it up. The other day I was online. I was so mad, but I was like, you know, I'm not going to say. Even your black brother said that you came for issues. You came with the intention to antagonize and for issues. Yeah. And a couple of days after that, after he was on the salam thing, me and him sitting on a table at a wedding, and he's not saying nothing. This gives me a bad impression of certain man because I'm like, what is it that's making you act like this? Is it your brothers? Is it the religion? Is it what? We have to understand how you lot have to understand how you lot, yeah, make me look at religion as somebody that's unbiased. Now we have someone that's like Kane, who is to this side, to the extreme. Look at yourselves and think, have any of you, or do any of you in the wider community...
I'm against anything prejudice.
Do any of you in the wider community...
If I spot prejudice in it, I don't care what it is.
Please, do any of you do anything to promote the view that he has? Just like we look at the Tommy Robinson supporters. Is there anything that you lot are doing to promote them? If there is anything...
Are you give them... anytime soon?
Yes, I am. But I don't like this timer thing because I'll just talk
No.
Please respect me, Kane. Please respect me, Kane, because I'm not an Egypt. I didn't come here just to chat to you, bro.
About that.
I didn't come here to chat to you. You want to speak to me? You spoke for ages, and I was on point.
Go on, I'm listening.
Manners and everything.
I'm listening.
So I've been working on my manners, just to not give anyone any excuses to chat shit.
Go on, I'm listening.
Boom. Anyway, all I'm saying to you is this, yeah.
please be aware of what you do in your lives day to day, yeah, that gives people like this the energy. When he first approached me, he
People
was
like this.
completely...
People like this.
Yeah, your viewpoint. You're my
Right.
brother.
Right, go
You're
on.
my brother.
I
Yeah?
just want
When you
clarification.
first came, yeah, and you spoke to me, you said, Jedi, I want to speak to you about being a mule, about doing dawah,
Direct.
direct and straight to me. And I said, you're false, you're wrong, rare. And it was so absurd. As he's gone on, people around have actually strengthened his case. Yeah, and I just want people to be aware of that, innit, yeah? Please be aware of what you are doing. Religion to me is no interest. I didn't come here to talk about religion. I come here to help some of the brothers, like, get their platform up, the rest of the circle, and then I'm gonna keep it moving. I'm not interested in this, in all of this. Left, right, up, down. I got my own issues going on in my life. I don't care, bro. Yeah?
I want people to be aware.
Let me say something.
I want to say one thing, right? There was a mufti that came here last year. Munir. Everybody remember him? Remember him? I remember him. Isa. I remember. He's not Muslim. He's not Mufti. He's a Mufti scholar.
It's not a Mufti.
Right? And if you go on the internet, just come to my case. If you go on the internet, you will find that he's a scholar. He was invited over here as a black scholar. And I watched with disgust as Ali Dawa and the Sheikh shuffled him, right, away from a conversation with Steve.
This is the point I'm making.
Let him come and defend.
Get that on the camera. This is the point I'm making.
See, come and defend.
This is the point I'm making.
Right? Now,
no.
I don't care about that. You can see what's happening. Now the situation was this black man, right? I could see in his heart that he was a. You get a lot of Muslims who just love God. A black man had found God in the religion that he thought, you know what, this is for me. And he loved the deen, he loved God. You get a lot of black people that ring up Christian Prince and they hate the fact that he's attacking Islam because they love God. They can't understand why he's doing it. They can't understand why he's doing it. So you have a mufti coming here with that kind of a genuine love for God. And he spoke to a Christian, and this Christian asked him a direct question. You could see the sincerity in this mufti. And when Asif asked him a question, Ali Dawa was standing here, the Sheikh was standing behind him, listening. You're a black man, you're a mufti, you're a scholar, you know more than us, but we're going to tell you what to do. As soon as Asif asked him that question, they shuffled him away. Everyone can see on camera what happened. Everyone can see. Look up the internet. Munir. Last year, a slim black scholar, Mufti, came here. Shamsi is another liar, that's why he runs. Shamsi is another liar who always runs from me. He runs from me all the time. All I do is read his hadith and he runs. All I do is read it. He lies to you. And maybe you confirm. Maybe now you're confirming what I said initially. Because now you're believing what he's saying. If he likes a person, I know personally.
Did you hear me say big up Shamsi? He's a good guy. You say I believe what he said to me.
Why is he a good guy?
Because I like him. He's got good manners and a good personality.
That's because the Deen of Islam says to you, right, that you should go and smile to somebody. Now to a Muslim, right, you're a dirty kafir. I want you to understand.
I understand.
No. I understand. I am. So if a Muslim knows his Deen, if a Muslim,
that is extra.
You're a filthy kafir.
No, it's not filthy. Hold on.
You're a filthy kafir. So if he's smiling and joking with you, I want you to understand that he knows his Deen. He knows his Deen, and he knows that while Islam is weak, they are commanded to smile in your face and hate you in the heart in order to do dawah and draw you into Islam.
He's weak. He can't preach about his religion. He attack Islam.
Now I can read your hadith if anybody wants to challenge me to do that. Now, the only point I'm trying to make is why
this guy's a liar.
Follow your heart. Following this religion. Why? Why?
Hold up. Okay. First in the Bible. Why don't you talk about that?
This is not religion.
Explain that.
Is this what you like?
Why don't the
Dawah team talk about the deed of Islam as opposed to the Bible?
None of this. Let's talk about your religion now.
I want to answer to my question. I want to answer to my question. Why are black people following a man that was obviously racist, that has propagated his scholars to write against black people for centuries, that now still black people are desecrated on Arab
He clearly doesn't know about Bilal. He clearly doesn't know about
where
Somalia.
Arabs paint their faces black to denigrate Somali people and Sudanese people today in the 21st century.
We can all shout.
If this was happening in this country, there'd be uproar.
You're not making
Is that an Islamic problem? Is that a cultural problem? Is that cultural or is that Islamic?
When you become a Muslim as a black person, yes, you're a brother. But like I said before,
anyone in Islam
treated as a second class citizen.
How?
Islam.
Why are we talking in generals though? Hold on one second. Why are we being so general? Because it's not everybody, is it?
No, I'm talking about the deen of Islam.
No.
And the ones who are orthodox, the Muslims who are orthodox, who know their deen, who propagate their deen, know about this and they advance it. They know how to come to a man like you or somebody that's maybe hasn't hooked himself into any religion and do dawah to you. Because they know how to do dawah to you. They know how to do dawah to the black people that are looking for identity. They know how to go into prisons and do dawah to black people now that are searching for God and get them to hate the white man who got them to stab some person because they didn't have no opportunities in life. And get them to do shahada and go and get them to do shahada in the prison cell and then go and beat up somebody who's doing a drink in Ramadan in another cell.
Facts.
Facts.
That's
facts, bro.
What's fact? What's fact?
Black
You've
people,
been lying.
Stop being puppets of Islam. Stop being puppets of Islam.
He's shouting, we can compete.
White man's religion.
Yes, it is white man's religion.
He's not refuting
No.
He's just calling it a
Who
white
gave
man's
you
religion.
Christianity?
And the black people
Who
that are
gave you
ignorant,
Christianity?
listen to that narrative.
Who gave you Christianity?
Yes, it is. No, it is. Refute what I'm saying. Refute what I'm saying.
Who gave you Christianity?
I've read you a whole list of scholars, hadith and seerah, denigrating black people. Now can somebody... Right, okay, I want to ask one question. And then I'll give way. I just want an Islamic source, an Islamic scholar, an Islamic writing, an Islamic hadith, talking good about black people. Can you...
Can I say one thing?
Talking good about black people. That's all I want. And then I walk away.
One second.
No, you can't walk away.
Listen.
Talk about Sons of Ham in the Bible.
Listen.
Why
If you're sick,
Let's
sick of hearing religious people,
It says Ham will be enslaved.
screaming,
That's not
all
one.
up in the videos, come to death row.
Man said come to death row, you raw.
Man, listen,
There's only one truth after death, bro. There's only one truth after death. I understand that. No, you can carry on. I'm just saying speaker's corner, bro.
You're misconstruing what's going on, brother. I am head on attacking the racism.
I'm free to speak just like he is, bro.
And black people are becoming pseudo-Nazis by following the cult of Islam. Black people are going around wearing jack boots. Right? What do you mean? Just because they're looking for identity.
This guy thinks he's right.
Just because they're looking for identity. How rude are you?
What you do for black people? What you do for young little black kids?
I just want one
What you do for young black kids in gangs? What you do for young black kids in gangs? What you do for young black kids in gangs? What you do with kids with life camp? Are you helping intervening with life camp? You want to talk about black problems? I don't see you in the front line. I don't see you in the front line. But I'm giving you your own medicine. You don't like it.
I'm listening to you. I'm going to engage.
I'm speaking. No, you never listen. You never listen, so you understand what it feels like.
What I'm saying.
Do you engage with youth?
Are you going to listen to me?
Hold on.
Are you going to listen to me?
doing a campaign for atheists or something?
Are you?
Put everyone off on
Don't worry about it.
Come on, guys.
That's why people live in Christianity.
You won't have no one to blame except yourself when you stand before
Can you answer my question, please? Answer my question. Answer my question. What you do for young youth in gangs?
Now, I will engage with what you're saying, brother. Right? Now, meanwhile, I speak to this brother here. Remember what I've asked for.
I've got it here.
No, I've read your whole list of derogatory writings and literature about black people. And I would like to see some good literature about black people from Islam. That's all I want to see. Now, what are you saying?
I said to you, okay.
I had your opportunity to chat before you went and sat with Ali Dawa.
One second. So, my question, if you talk about black issues, yeah? Black issues.
You've been fed and it's coming to you now. And this is exactly what I mean. Black people. Dawa mules. What's wrong with you? Use your own brain. You've been on subjugation for so many years. Hundreds of years. Fake cult. Getting to hate white people. What's wrong with you?
I know this.
Yo. Think for yourself. Think for yourself.
Calm down. Everyone calm down. God doesn't need all this anger.
Let me listen to what his brother's saying. He wants to ask me a question. Let me listen to what his brother's saying.
Your egos lead you over here.
Let me listen to what his
You
brother's
want
saying.
to talk about issues? Okay. What I'm saying.
Let's open up the circle.
Religion aside, no, Jedi, one second.
Sorry,
Open up the circle.
Listen, I want to say something, yeah? Listen, if you're talking about black issues, put religion to aside. What are you doing about knife crime right now? What are you yourself doing about knife crime? How are you interviewing right now?
What's any of these religions doing about knife crime?
Tell me.
Now, I'll
What's
tell
any
you.
of you lot doing?
A lot.
You don't tell me.
No, hold on.
You both tell me what you lot doing.
I'm telling you right now, yeah. There's a brother.
Don't tell me about hood. I don't hear about hood.
There's a brother, but you don't even know what's going on.
This is all intertwined.
I don't know what's in the shade though. I don't know what's the shade. What's in the
Are you
shade?
just gonna pump it out?
That was shady though.
Don't tell me about hood.
That was shade though. That was shade. I didn't mention. What was that shade? But why you come that smooth? I don't get it.
I'm doing.
I don't know. So okay, here's what I'm saying to you. Put aside. One, I don't understand the shade. Yeah, just one. Yeah. Secondly, that was shade. I want to talk about hood. I want to talk about hood. You said don't talk about hood. It's not. Isn't. There's no Muslims in it. There's no Muslims in it.
I was going to speak to you, right? And I was engaging with you.
Oh, man.
Read it. And someone talking to.
Can someone go first and everyone talk next? Look, so we can get some. Can
And
someone
the
go
finds
first?
you signs in his sleep.
Hey, let's open up the
That you
circle.
take and night and day.
What's this, bro?
By the
What's
day.
this? What's this?
And no biography, no rubbish.
No biography, no rubbish.
And make
No biography, no rubbish.
Hadith is rubbish. You understand? No, the rubbish that you come up with.
I'm listening.
Rubbish that you come up with. Okay? Verily.
I'm a very bad. I'm the worst you. I'm man after loader. Yeah, I'm a good guy.
Don't let them wind you up until you go. That's my whole point, bro.
Don't tell me don't get wound up. You've been screaming the whole time, Kane.
But that's my thing. You know that's my thing.
I know it's your
And
thing.
if I was going to fight, I would have fought somebody already in this park in a year and a half. Know that.
Okay, you haven't answered my question. You're ducking my question, bro. What are you doing about knife crime? No, it's not about. Wait. He said he's gonna answer it, but now he's
You've
gonna.
got something good about black people here.
Talk about
From
black
Islam.
talk about black people, Islam and whatnot. You're not talking about knife crime.
No, about blacks specifically. No, just. Okay.
Can we focus on
Hey,
this?
let's open up the circle.
Yeah, open it up.
Open up.
Doesn't say that. Okay? It says,
Open up.
And among you,
He's alright. He's man in the camera.
his signs in the creation of the heavens and the earth.
Yeah.
And the
variations in your
in
languages.
your languages
And your
colours. Verily, in that I are signs for those who know.
So what does that mean to you?
Right now, let me explain to you.
Let him talk now.
Yeah, explain it now to me, please.
What's the reference?
Right now, yeah,
Reference
read the
is
reference.
chapter 30, verse 22.
Now, this is what I want people to. I want people to understand.
Yeah, go on, explain.
There are few verses in the Quran.
Nah, he needed that, bro. He needed that.
There are few verses in the Quran that speak of a oneness through color. Now, Muhammad.
So what is the difference?
Are you going to listen?
Let him answer.
He knows I know. And this is proving my point.
Your point is nothing. You're a
There you go.
Come on, bro. No worries.
Manners.
I ask him to interpret it.
Manners.
Let's avoid the insults here.
I am educating people who may not know the directive of Muhammad in writing this verse.
For you to educate people about Islam, are you a scholar yourself? Like, are you a learned man? Are you a learned man?
He's asked me to comment. I asked you about this. He asked me to comment. Comment on this. So I'm going to comment on.
36 what? 10, yes?
I said there are many verses like this in the Quran, and this is what the fodder is that gets black people to join. Because black people, they go, hold on a minute, there's all these hadiths about raising head and this, and then you have people like Shamsi, the Orthodox Muslims, who run to a verse like this to show you how it's inclusive of all colours.
Yes.
Tribes, nations, colours. Now I want you to understand something, right? Muhammad, right, was a politician. He was going to write whatever attracted people into the deen. Right? He was going to write whatever attracted people into the deen. Now, remember, all the scholars are writing derogatorily about black people. But Muhammad is now saying, don't worry about that.
You run faster than him.
Look what Allah says. Look what Allah says. Look what Allah says. Come and join Islam.
That's our creator.
You see now,
that's our creator.
Black man run over to Ali Dawah. Look what Allah says. Look what Allah says. Right? Look what Allah says. Right? And this is how black people get
can't even answer to this.
Now, once they join Islam, they realize when they go into a mosque how they're treated.
But that's got nothing to do.
They realise that when they look into the history of Islam and the modern slavery,
how are they treated?
Modern slavery.
How are they treated in Masjid?
How are they treated? Mostly directed towards black Ghanaian and Sudanese people.
How are black people treated?
Today, if you go to Libya, you can buy black slaves. Today, if you go to Egypt, you can buy black slaves. Right? Today.
Let me ask you, yeah? Because wait, is that a Libyan problem? Or is it a political problem? Or is it a Islamic problem? Or is
it a religious problem because slavery is part of Islam.
Yeah, exactly.
It's in the Quran as well. Slavery is a part of the deen of Islam. And scholars say if anybody comes against it, they are stupid.
The genocide we said.
Bro, listen. Like I said, yeah, we just want to be honest. Yes? We didn't deny earlier that Muhammad.
Okay, one second. Let me speak.
He traded the two slaves for the one slave, yeah? The two black slaves for the white slave, yeah? Now I'm asking, did Prophet Muhammad have own slaves? Is there a difference? Okay, so it was a servant and not a slave.
Slave,
not the slave, the connotation that we know in the not the type. Not the type.
Wait, Kane,
if he tells you to do something,
can I just make my point?
Slave.
Kane, let him go. Say talk.
Not the type of slaves that we associate with the African American slaves that go from.
What kind of slave is it in, bro?
Hold on, let me finish, bro.
They had rights. They could have
rights. Did they have a choice?
Those slaves could marry though.
Did they have a choice?
Slaves, the transatlantic.
There you go.
They had.
Could those slaves be raped?
Kane, 1 minute.
Transatlantic slaves, those slaves could marry. I'm just saying. They could
Yeah,
marry.
okay, but I'm just saying these slaves these servants had much more rights than the slaves.
Let's compare the rights.
Black chiefs throughout West Africa, rich chiefs of their tribe had slaves and servants.
Is that right?
I'm not saying this right. I'm not saying
So
this right.
now, are you saying slave is wrong? Are you saying slave is wrong?
Are
you saying slave is wrong? Hold on. So therefore, Islam is wrong because slavery is propagated in the Quran.
Anybody here that thinks that they can condone slavery by saying that, but they were allowed to get married?
Thank you.
Is there anyone here?
Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam encouraged the freeing of slaves.
Okay. Did he free slaves?
Where is he running to? He says something and runs off. Are you coming with the proof? Are you coming with the proof? Are you coming with the proof, bro?
Did he free slaves himself?
I'd like to see this.
Listen, while he looks down. Okay, he used to be a bouncer, then for Arab money. Okay, he used to be
When I gave him that sauce in the Quran, what did he do? He moved the goalpost. What did he say?
Because he got rejected.
Oh, trying to get people.
That's right. He was always changing his mind. You gave me one source, and now I've refuted it because of the myriad of other sources, including up to modern day times where black people are enslaved and denigrated. Right? As a part of Islam. As a part of Islam.
The source. The Quran is the source. Once I give you that,
Yeah, no, bro, you have given me and I've refuted it.
how? I'm subjective opinion.
Look at the camera, look at the camera. Look at the
Are we
film.
still going point for point? Yeah. But let's not lose ourselves. Let's not lose. I was talking about the slavery.
Can we talk about the cursed sons of Ham in the Bible?
He's going to come with hadith about Muhammad.
Because what I was saying is, I just wanted to get to the point of okay, you're saying Muhammad had. You want to use the word servants, but is it allowed to use the word slaves? Is it Abid? Did he have any Abids?
No. I'm not going to comment. I can't comment.
Give evidence.
Come on, please. You said he did.
But you're the one that made the allegations.
About him having two black slaves. How many others did he have?
Okay, those two black slaves that he saw.
How many others did he have?
That's the question. Those two black servants that he saw, were they his, yeah?
Of course they were.
Okay, cool. Could they leave? One second, let me ask you.
He told him to go.
Let me ask
He
you a
said, no,
question.
I want to work
Let me
for
ask you a
you.
question.
He gave him
Get him 1 minute, go.
He gave him freedom. So, what's the opposite of freedom?
Bondage.
So they were in bondage.
Hadouken.
They were in bondage.
Hadouken.
They want to stay and work. Where they going to go?
Come on, brother. Come on, brother.
Doing him a favour. He was doing him a favour. He's doing him a favour. By raping their women, subjugating their men. He was doing them a favour because they had nowhere else to go.
They knew where he says there were servants. But if he's going to put the word in slave,
could they leave? Hold on. Wait, you said Muhammad gave one of them freedom. That means that before Muhammad gave them the gift of freedom, they must have been in bondage.
Big up Jedi.
So, you understand what I'm saying? So now, let's not pretend like they weren't slaves then. If they couldn't just walk away and leave on their own,
They were slaves.
Tommy Robinson
I would suggest they go.
Tommy Robinson
Read about it, okay. Has anyone read about this?
Rap,
They run away, bro.
no, we don't run away. We're still here.
Bro,
You know I got love for you, man. But this is the truth I'm talking. It's the truth I'm talking. Not against you. Not against you. It's against the cult. It's against the cult.
So, what I want to know is, because sometimes I feel this is you said, when it was asking about the hadith, and you was asking how did you feel? This is how I felt. Like this, when I start looking for people to confirm something, there's no one around. And why is that? Because that's the truth.
You say?
Maybe isn't in there.
King, you're a donkey, man.
Was anybody else?
King, you're a donkey.
But I enjoyed the discussion.
Yes, sir. We call for peace.
You lot, I'm gonna do some recording. I got to go now anyway. But I think BVM's live as well, so he's the only one I know that's live. So why don't you lot head over there? Yeah. And I'm gonna cut out.
My original question. See? My original
Back to you with the police, man.
My original question.
Cheers, reactionary. No, he is live. He is live. He was just standing next to me. He said he's gone live again. Joe Baz, big up. W Baird, Lady Saki, Yogi B. Love food. Big up Halima. Z, big up sis. BB. I see you, man. Who's it? I might have to Triple M. Peace, bro. Mr. Alio, big up. Overkill. Shivat. Devil. Oh, I'm getting called the devil again, so I'm gonna have to cut out you lot. Wavy, big up.
Let me finish, bro. I'm talking to you. You weren't here when I started with this. Like if you have 5 cans and a lot of people are hungry, for these 5 cans can only feed 2.
Joe Baz, big up. But like I said,
And educate your African leaders. That's why in this country,
big up Islam.
African leaders, go educate them. You are in a white man's land.
El Walla Walla. Yeah, go to BVM's. He's live now, you lot. Peace. Thank you.